How many legends do we have?
Kiku and Izo, you had Brook and Franky, which is 2 more, plus Urouge is 4. So
Yep.
4 in a month, 4 this month.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
God damn, 4 legends in 2 weeks.
I need to update the
Basically.
legend list, but like we're averaging now like 50 one legend every like 15.5 days or whatever at the moment, which is just crazy.
Hype, let's go.
Like it's
More
too much,
bread.
man. I don't know, man. Too many goddamn legends. Too many legends, not enough gems. That's the that's the issue here.
No, the other thing as well is that a lot of these legends they're releasing fucking trash.
Cheeks. Cheeks, bro. Cheeks.
It's not even worth pulling for.
Like Franky's
that-
cool. Brooks,
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that Franky pretty good?
he's okay. At least that's
Yeah,
what
he's
I
alright.
think. Like he's not like.
Well,
like,
he's the best of the month.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'd agree with that for sure.
Like Brooks okay, but like kind of mid. Izo Kiku like okay, but kind of mid.
Izo
Urougue's
Kiku,
pretty-
yeah, I think Izo Kiku are good for PvP, which is like sad.
Yeah.
Like they could have just like, I don't know, man. Imagine if they should just I don't know why they do PvP Legends without any sort of additional like effects. Like why are we on this train of like, let's not make them super class or super tight. Like why? I don't understand why they think that that's like a smart idea to do.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Did you see the
What
new
they're-
One Piece game that's coming out?
Bro,
in China?
them Chinese boys popping off, man. Every time, man.
They're so good.
Wait,
I mean, it's
didn't
basically
see-
Seven
can you
Deadly
send it?
Sins, but
But how do
Pretty
they get like licensing to do that every time though? Is my
I
question.
don't know. It's literally 1-for-1, just the Grand Cross game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do they get licensing? Like, because One Piece licensing is generally like really strict. So for them to like this Chinese Newverse company always manages to bang licensing every time.
Yeah, they're crazy.
You're gonna have to
Oh, yeah,
log in
this-
through TikTok.
This
You
does look
excited?
like Sins.
It literally is. It's identical to Sins, pretty much. Like pretty much identical gameplay.
Oh, but this shit looks crazy though.
It
Yeah,
is.
the animations are crazy good.
It is wild. But it's just another Chinese game that won't get an English release ever.
Yo, why can't we get this shit? What
Bro,
the fuck?
you're dreaming, man.
The fuck? I'll play this shit.
Oh, I mean, hopefully. I don't know though.
I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, like, what if it's April Fools?" But like, there's an official website built for it, and it's like on the Chinese like app store kind of thing.
If it's on like a Newverse website, then like it's over. Like it's
Yeah,
real.
like it's on an official website, like it's an actual thing.
Oh shit! Yep, you're 100% right.
I mean,
think
even if this was April Fool's, there's way too much detail.
Yeah, whoever did this as an April Fool's Day joke was a while.
I mean, yeah, shout out to those guys.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Oh damn, dude, we got some 500,000 people have joined. Now we've got Berry. Yay, cool, man.
Oh, let's go.
If only 500,000 people would subscribe to GGP.
It's crazy because the animations in this game, like, they look so much
Fucking
better than
crazy.
like, even console games that fucking Bandai produce. Like, it's so funny.
Bro, come. What, you ain't hyped for One Piece Odyssey, lad?
Oh my god. I mean, like, I'll still play it, but you know, and I'm not that excited for it.
Yeah, but it's gonna be the exact same feeling as like World Seeker, though. That's my opinion at least.
I don't get why they always make One Piece games in like a realistic like setting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, it looks so fucking out
like,
of place.
Oda has made like a robust world. Just fucking make it in that world. Like, don't. Why are you trying so hard, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I am somewhat interested because it says a JRPG. So, like, if it's that kind of gameplay, which I like, I might actually get
True,
my first
true.
One Piece game.
True.
But
I think it's just
I
gonna be
would-
like, what is it? One Piece World Seekers, but with like stats.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I-
also agree.
I think it's just gonna be like One Piece World Seeker, but you can get Luffy to level like 99 or whatever.
yeah,
That's what it is.
they're like, all right, guys, we changed the genre this time.
yeah,
but that's
instead of being open world exploration, it's open world RPG.
They're like, that's too much.
You can
Maybe
go,
next game.
Go kill penguins on the beach for the first 90 hours, get to level 99, then Luffy can use use his special abilities.
Oh my god, he's using Gear 5.
Oh my god, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 64 of the Good Great Perfect podcast. We're back. Hello, everyone. How y'all
Hi.
doing?
All
Episode
right.
64. It's an OPTC ep. So strap
It
in.
is.
Lots to talk about. And we're going to get started with no Knight because he lost his, I don't know, he's got no mic, got no bitches,
That man is
he
outie.
got no hoe, he got nothing. he's out down.
there.
That man's looking for his mic.
That's what I'm saying. He's down horrendous right now. We're actually going to start with Legend. If you guys didn't see this recently, Legend Kiku Crew released, as a matter of fact. So shout out to those guys. You know,
my God.
probably going to be like one of the best Legends. We'll let you guys in the community find out the news for that one. But lots of Legends have released this month, as per is the norm. Plus, we did get a community update from our community manager, Janneke, which will probably be towards the end of today's episode. But without any more dilly-dallying, you got the usual suspects, myself, Todd, and Flame, here to discuss more One Piece Treasure Cruise, as I'm stalling to scroll up to Legend Kiku and Izo, who is our new TM Legend. Oh boy, are you guys excited? We have another TM Legend. Yay!
I'm actually getting kind of sick of these TM legends.
Every TM now, I swear to God, there's been a TM Legend, man.
And it's annoying because like they're not going to release any on the level of Bon Clay anymore. No shot.
Bon Clay is too broken, so like nothing will be able to compete in the TM Legend sphere. Like you can use Bon Clay as a lead for every bit of content if you need someone. So like it's always going to work out. But
Yeah.
let's hop right into it. Legend Kiku and Izo, and I say but these are not a dual unit. They are a single quick super type unit. Super type being pretty interesting for a choice there, but we move. Their captain ability reduces paralysis by 10 turns, boost quick slasher and shooters HP by 1.5, and their attack by 4.75, and makes their quick and dex orbs count as beneficial. If their special is launched for 3 turns, boost quick slasher and shooter characters by 5x. Their special deals 100x non-type damage to all enemies and locks the chain at 3.5 for 3 turns. If character is a slasher or shooter, extends the orb boost for an additional 2 turns. If there are 5 or more slashers on the crew, changes the top row of orbs into Wano. And if there are 5 or more shooters in the crew, changes bottom row orbs into Wano. And then their super type is buffs the chain locking effect by 0.3. And changes middle row orbs into Wano and then quick to super quick.
Oh man, this unit is so weird.
It's like half of this unit's problems could have been fixed by just saying here's a full board of Wano orbs. Like if you're restricted, like all restricted to say if the crew has at least 5 shooters or slashers, then make it a
change
full.
all slots to one, or it doesn't even have to go through block orbs. I mean, that's fine.
Maybe you could even have it so it's like the super type goes through block orbs, and then the special changes everything into Wano orbs or something like that. But this is just ridiculous. Like if you want a full board of Wano orbs, you need to build a team that has 5 slashers and 5 shooters on it.
Yep.
And then the only Wano orbs are guaranteed are the middle row if this unit is your captain as well. So like it's too much for me. I don't like it.
I like this character's captain effect.
Yeah.
I think it's really good. Like very respectable there. I mean, it's like what 4.75, like a lot of health as well.
Yep.
You get some beneficial slots,
Yep.
inbuilt utility, getting rid of paralysis by 10.
Mhm.
And then like just the added effect of like a slightly higher attack boost for 3 turns when you launch the special. I mean, that didn't even like really need to be there, but it's whatever. So captain ability is perfect. I'd rate the captain ability by itself probably like a 9 out of 10.
Totally.
Probably close to that.
Yeah.
But then like everything else is just weird as hell.
It's I don't know, like I don't like I agree with you 100% on that. I think the captain ability is really good. I like the class, so the color 2 classes is always a nice like a nice buffing system, but the special just makes no sense. I understand the chain lock because you have the super type you have the chain locking stuff as well. But this whole orb boosting thing, why? There's no, like, they have nothing to do with orb boost. And before anyone gets at us, yes, I understand. You're meant to bring Kinemon and Denjiro, and you're meant to bring Odin, and then have this whole, like, shenanigans or whatever. But, like, surely it should have been, like, if there's no orb boost active, provide an orb boost. If there's an orb boost active, extend it by 2 turns. That would have made way more sense for this unit opposed to like just having it so it only extends an orb boost, because that makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it's just really, really bizarre. I don't understand the design of this unit. It just really doesn't make any sense at all. Um, so they provide a chain lock, which is kind of weird considering in a lot of cases these days, most characters go for like huge chain boosts or
Yep.
they go for like chain boundary. Chain lock is not that common. Like before this, the last chain locker, like big chain lock that I remember coming out was like Halloween Perona and Halloween Hancock,
That's right. Yep.
which is quite a while back. So it is interesting they're going back to that. And then not only did they do that, they also had the other effect where during the Kizuna, where they had that like
Uh-huh.
chain effect, and
Yep.
on the strength fight where you ideally bring quick units, if your chain exceeded like 4.1, you
Yep.
got an attack down. So you basically were locked into using a chain lock like this.
Yep.
So like they knew the character was bad.
Correct.
From the
And then
get-go.
they made a mechanic to force the character to be good in the situation.
Yeah.
Which is redundant.
So weird.
Like, I mean, and we'll get into the issues of Kizuna because there are a lot this time round.
Yeah.
But I'm just not happy. Like, it's the unit's okay if you get them like awesome, but like I don't see them like. I mean, are they like?
Yeah, they're nice.
What
but
other
not-
quick characters would you prefer to run as a captain? Is I guess my kind of question there. I suppose
That
So
is a good question, actually. What other good quick captains are there? At
because
the
I
moment?
feel like this, unless I'm forgetting someone, this unit is like one of the best quick captains. But that's alone though, quick captain. Not
Like if you just think not even just like the classes, just a
pure
quick captain.
quick, yeah.
Probably King.
Ah, okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense then.
Yeah, King would be my go-to.
Yeah,
honestly.
that makes more sense then for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not happy with their special. Like, I don't know. Like, I think their special is so reductive, and it doesn't like 10 turns of paralysis in their captain's cool.
Yeah.
But like, do something more in their special because the special just seems very lackluster. Like, because they're out of like all the 3 Wano characters they released for anniversary. No one like provides your full board of Wano or Wano slots. I don't think. Because Odin doesn't. Kinemon Dendro provide it. I think if you use like a positive, like if you attack with affinity,
it's their captain ability that like if you attack with the type advantage, and they also change recovery into Wano.
Yeah, but like this could have been the unit that was like, hey, full board of Wano if there are 5 or more slashers or shooters. Because then like you can run Odin, Kinemon Dendros, that's 3. You just need to fill 2 more slots essentially. And like it would have the synergy between these 3 units would have been amazing.
It's just like you also have to build not only for what's also recently released, but it is also nice to build for like a character that can be used in a lot of situations.
Yeah.
Like Kinemon and Denjiro, they can be used in so many situations.
Uh-huh.
Odin, not as much as Kinemon and Denjiro, but then like with this character, like I don't see a lot of situations where this character is going to be useful. I mean, at least about their special. At least with their super type, it can buff their chain lock, so it's like a 3.8 chain lock, which is kind of cool. But the orb changing components of this unit is just not very good.
See, if I'm being honest with you, if I was to bring a quick chain locker, I'd bring Halloween Boa. Her special is very good. Like attack
base
down,
attack boost as well,
base attack boost, and chain lock,
and special bind.
Yeah, exactly. Like her special is actually fantastic for a solid. Like I use her a lot in Kizuna now.
Yeah.
Like I'd much rather bring her and then bring these guys as a captain, and then buff her her chain lock, and then get the added benefit of getting base attack boost and much more utility.
At least they've got a good support effect.
That is true. So I will continue on with that. So support effect, once per adventure, they will reduce paralysis by 2 turns, and it goes on all the red scabbards.
And Whitebeard.
Cool. Mm-hmm. That's actually really good then. I mean, there's not many, I guess there's not many Whitebeard units that are
and Odin
super
as well.
amazing.
So
but I mean, Odin's also awesome too there.
Yeah.
But their special, their PvP kit. So their special's on a 26 CT, so deals 1x damage to 2 enemies up to 6 times. Special binds strength enemies in a large sidewards range for 100% for 10 seconds. Their ability is quick speed up level 5, defense up level 5, and for the first 40 seconds, self CT up level 3. For the first 30 seconds, CT down level 6 to strength enemy with the highest defense. Very powerful strength character in PvP.
Yeah, it's like actually one thing I've noticed with a lot of these quick units in PvP is that a lot of them have effects and passives that give themselves a CT
Yeah.
increase. If like all of these characters were buffing all quick
Oh,
units,
it's
like
over.
oh my god, it'd be nuts.
It's over.
Because I know like characters like Magellan has it. I think like
Yep.
PvP Shiryu has it.
Yep.
I think Akainu also buffs his own
I
CT.
think so.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of these characters do that, but they don't actually buff each other, which is kind of odd. But
Uh-huh.
this character is really nice because what we've seen in PvP recently is it's not just about having one team that can beat lots of different other teams. It's
Mhm.
about having a bunch of different attack teams that can take on a bunch of different defense teams. So we've
Mhm.
seen that the quick team typically is good against the strength team, and typical type advantages go around that cycle. But uh, this is going to be a very good character to have on a quick team against strength. I mean, especially with that special, just being able to guarantee a special bind on the strength characters for
Yep.
10 seconds. That's
Yep.
really good. And then they do really good damage. I mean, 6 hits against 2 of them with 1 times damage. Like that's really strong.
It's
And
a
then you got
lot.
characters like the groggy monsters that came out recently in PvP that partner
Yep.
up really well, giving more attack, more
Yep.
damage. And then also speed and defense. That's actually a really good buff with their passive because Quick don't have a lot of defensive passives. So this is a really good addition to that team. They
Mhm.
also don't have the best speed either. So this is like almost like the perfect unit that needed to come out to make the Quick team better.
Totally.
Because like there are so many times where people like accidentally use their strength team and they go up against the Quick team and it still wins. Like the
Yeah.
strength team is
Exactly.
just so broken.
Yeah.
So this is going to help you out in that matchup, which is good.
Totally. I also think that the special bind is crazy.
Yeah.
Like just because, especially because this unit's target pattern is targeting the closest enemies. So
Mhm.
if you can get an opportunity where the unit like goes into like the pack, and since it's a large sideways range, a lot of the time it's going to hit a majority of the strength enemies you're up against, and
Yeah.
100% chance the special bind as well. Like that can save you a lot of the time too. Like from taking mass, as we said, the strength team does a lot of damage. So like there's definitely a high chance for you to protect yourself from specials and start trying to bink out as much damage as possible. So I really do like this character's kit in PvP, that's for sure. But overall, I don't know. Like, overall, this character's kind of
Yeah, I mean, overall, I'd probably rate him like 7.1.
I'd give him like a 6.9. Pause.
Oh shit! Hold up.
Flame.
I'd probably give them like a 6.5 or a 7. I don't really like how specific and niche their special is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you need to have this and that to get this. You
Yeah.
need to have this and that to get that. And then if you want that whole of it, you also got to use their super type.
Yeah.
Like, why can't we just get the Wano orbs? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
No, it's just
Make it so difficult.
it's just like their special just fights itself. Like it fights itself for like, because how many characters are both slashers and shooters that are good and that you can bring on their team? Not that many. When you really like, okay, you can run double Izo Kiku. That's 2. Then you need to find 3 more that are slashers and shooters to get a full board of a full board of. I mean, not. No, you do need it because if you want to get the full board of it as well, because you need slashers, 5 or more slashers for top row, and 5 or more shooters for bottom row.
There's
So,
just
like,
no way. There's just no
you
way
can't.
that you're not going to get all of that to get activated. And
exactly
the thing
right.
is, shooters is like one of the worst classes out there. So you're not going
Yeah.
to find many good shooters.
Exactly. Like it's gonna be very hard for you to fall into that ballpark. But
Yeah.
solid 6.5. I wanted to point out something as well.
Yeah.
They released TM Neko and TM Rare Recruits Inu, who have arguably better art than their legends. I don't know. Looks pretty sick.
Go.
But also, they're just TM Rare Recruits. It's kind of weird how they released them as legends, but then proceeded to release them as Rare Recruits not that far afterwards. That was kind of weird. But the thing I wanted to point out is there was an error where they had the exact same naming convention as their legends, which is just lazy, if I'm being real with you.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And then like it caused a lot of issues because like it looks like it said like you're guaranteed to get one of these units on this step, but because they have the same name as the legend,
Could
it
be
was, like, a bit
legend,
of a
could be the
weird thing.
it's,
Yeah.
I think they ended up removing like the word challenging from it or something like that, which is kind of funny. So like now they have like pretty much the exact same name minus a word. So shout out to Bandai for that kind of effort. Here we go. Solaris put it. Instead of saying, so the legends are called Sulong challenging facing the dragon. Now the TM Rare recruits are just Sulong facing the dragon. So they're not challenging anymore. They're just facing instead.
Okay.
I don't know, man. But
weird.
from one oddity to the next, Super Pirate Rumble.
Yeah, this came out of nowhere.
Now, this came out of left field. First of all, what the fuck is my man V2 Kuzan doing on the banner?
Let's go.
Second of all, where's his 6+?
Right?
Check Todd's tweet if you want to see the news update on that one.
Yeah, I got you.
Third of all, what the fuck is Super Pirate Rumble?
That was so weird. And honestly, it's kind of weird because I feel like they probably should have done it like
ages ago.
It would have been nice if they did it so that it lined up with the anniversary.
Correct.
I think that would have been pretty hype. But
instead, we played 3 seasons. We're just about to finish Block C, and then we'll start Super Pirate Rumble.
Yes,
but so essentially, Super Pirate Rumble works in almost the exact same way Super Kizuna does, except like there's no super boss. It's just you play Pirate Rumble and you earn points, and then those points go towards a global ranking.
But it only is for championship and exhibition.
Correct. So there's 3 ranks. There's alliance rank, your worldwide personal rank, and then your worldwide alliance rank. It's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah. It's basically like most other worldwide events that we've had. It's just that they're applying it to the championship and exhibition Pirate Rumble instead. And they also said that so during the championship series, any points you get during the championship series is multiplied by 12. And any points from exhibition is multiplied by 10.
That's right.
So it's better to have all of your alliance members to be in championship so you get the most points possible.
Yes. And hey another event with boosters. Let's go.
Oh my god, true.
So certain characters are boosted. So for example, all Rumble characters in all Rumble Legends gain an extra point, I believe. The new Franky and Brook gain an extra 1.2 points. I believe the new Pirate Rumble, like Dory and Brody gain like 1.5 or something like that. And then the new Legend Urouge will gain 2 extra points. And that's to say, I believe it's like if you use them in a team and beat another team, you get the points.
Yeah.
So like it's an incentivized way. I mean, like it's a really poorly designed way to make people use different teams and such.
Like, honestly, even if like the characters were like OP broken, I mean, I'd understand that. But in this situation here, Urouge, Dory, and Broggy, like they're okay, but they're not like head and shoulders above any other team out there.
Correct.
So if you want to earn that extra points, like you actually have to work for it, even if you have the units, because they're not the best units. They're not going to carry you to victory.
Yeah.
So it's pretty tough either way you look at it. But at least one thing that they do have is that all Pirate Rumble characters that are pullable on Sugo Fest give you 1 additional point.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you can still run, PvP Legends, PvP Rare Recruit, and still earn extra points, which is kind of nice. And I think the most ideal way to build a team in Rumble for this event period is going to be like 4 Legends and then 4 PvP Rare Recruits.
Yeah.
So you get like 4 extra points. And then if one of your Legends is a PvP Legend, you get a lot of points that way. But trying to shoehorn like Legend Brook, I guess, on a quick team can actually kind of work.
That's true.
General Franky on an offense team is terrible. Dory, Broggy, and Urouge, if you have them, I guess you can try and do it. It's just it's a weird structure.
I'm curious to see how defends work. I don't think they've listed how that's going to work, but I'm curious to see if I get a defend, do the points I earn go towards my ranking? Do they get multiplied?
I would guess so.
Because it would make sense there, I suppose, to do that.
Because every time that you play a match, how it says like if you win, you get a plus value of this many points, but if you lose that many points.
Yeah.
So I assume maybe the amount that the guy would lose, you actually just gain that amount of points or something. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see though, nonetheless, what that's gonna work out as. But it'll start in a couple days. Basically, when this episode releases, we'll be I think into it. So it'd be interesting to see how this works out. No news on 6+ Kuzan, which is kind of cringe.
It is kind of weird that we are getting him for free.
He is for free though. So now
Next free-to-play legend.
officially we have 2 free-to-play legends, that being Legend Lucy and also Legend V2 Kuzan now. After 100 wins, I believe it is. Yep. 100 wins.
I heard someone say that you get one after 70 wins, and then you get another one after 100.
Whoa! What the? We're just handing them out like free?
Well, like, I think it's like after 70 wins and then 100 participations, something like that.
Oh, that's still kind of weird though. That's a lot of
That's a lot.
That's 10,000 raid points. That's a lot of raid points, man. Or save them up for your grand voyage mode.
I don't understand why. I sincerely hope Kuzan gets a 6+. If he doesn't get a 6+, this will be the weirdest
choice
thing ever.
Why'd you choose V2 Kuzan to do this with then?
Yeah, literally a character that hasn't got a super evolution yet.
At least, like, as far as I'm aware, for the most part, this doesn't really change PvP. It just like adds there's an extra like ranking on top of PvP, I suppose.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to like worry about it, which I think most players won't, then like that's perfectly good. You don't have to really worry about it too much. But like, I mean, it's just like, and there's alliance missions that get you a bunch of scrolls. Obviously, there's gonna be ranking rewards there as well. Here we go. So basically, Worldwide Personal gets you an exclusive title. Whoa, dude. Worldwide Alliance, I mean, it's like no gems. It's actually kind of sad. Top 1,000 is 4 gems. Top 100 Alliance is 8 gems. And then in-app, there's like the same amount, and then that's about it. So like, the gem investment's not going to be worth the actual rewards itself. So
because Pyro Rumble is just such an expensive game mode.
Totally.
So that's pretty rough.
It'll be interesting though, to see how this actually ends up.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to give it a go.
I mean, yeah, it'll just be nice to see the rankings, to see how it all pans out. But again, I don't think there's anything to really like stress about overall, because it's just like an added layer to Pyro Rumble. Like at the end of the day, it's still playing Pyro Rumble as per normal, but there's the added benefit of extra rewards and a whole entire ranking system as well. Okay, so from one super event to the other, Super Kizuna. Whoa.
Kizuna. Yeah, Kizuna was interesting.
Yes. So we ended up getting no legend for Kizuna, which is interesting, as they definitely were within their ballpark to release another legend.
Well, the last Kizuna legend to come out was Kaido Crew.
Yes, and it actually has been a minute since the Kizuna legends come out.
It's been since December. So
I mean, technically,
how
Brook.
They good still?
Kaido Crew, bruh. No one. You use it for TM.
They're good in TM. Yeah, they're very good in Treasure Map.
It's like we say, you use them for TM, you use Bonclay for Kizuna. They're meant to be swapped as legends.
Yeah.
They came out on the wrong banners. But we did end up getting the release of Kizuna Rare Recruit Komurasaki and Kizuna Rare Recruit Shinobu. Regular Kizuna Rare Recruits, nothing too special, I suppose, on those fronts. And we got released a support Otoko, and she's fucking crazy.
Yeah, she's pretty nuts.
She's very good at what she does. She reduces threshold by 1 turn, despair and attack down by 1 turn, and she attaches to Psy slashes. So kind of cringe in terms of like what she attaches to, because she literally doesn't attach to either of the boosters, which made no sense to me. But it is what it is.
That was a bit of a weird one. It should have just been attached to like maybe Psy Free Spirit or Psy or a Free Spirit character or something like
exactly.
that. Yeah. But still pretty good.
The interesting point is we've learned a lot about Super Kizuna now. We've learned that don't pull for the boosters.
Yes.
Pull for the support character.
100%. In a lot of cases, the boosters on the Kizuna banner, unless if there's a legend, because that might change things actually.
Correct.
But the thing is that the boosters only really help you in the normal boss fights, which help you get more tickets. But if you want to help your alliance beat the Kizuna boss, like the super boss, a lot easier, you just get the support character that releases alongside it.
Yep.
And then you can build teams better that way. It's just it's more efficient, honestly. But then again, it also comes down to if you pulled for the new batch or not. the banner
Yeah,
prior.
exactly
Because
right.
if you didn't pull for them, you can go for them on the Kizuna. Well, you can go for one of them on the Kizuna banner at least.
Yep, that's correct.
So yeah,
Look, like, I don't know. This is a really weird dynamic to kind of do it on, because pretty much every super boss had one of the debuffs that Otoko would put on you.
exactly. Yeah,
So having her on all your teams made everything a cakewalk, because you literally didn't have to worry about any debuffs at all then.
yeah.
Because obviously the super bosses aren't meant to be challenging in terms of like debuffs. They're meant to be like a little annoying, but then the whole point of view is to get a lot of damage out. Obviously, there are already support characters that get rid of attack down and despair. Not really that much threshold. I mean, the TM Rare Recruit Neko was very good for that. He's one of the units that if you hit a perfect with him, he gets rid of 1 turn of threshold, I believe, which is good. But it just goes to show that, like, once again, they've kind of cannibalized their own system. So, like, I mean, I'm probably the next super boss. If it's not a legend that releases, I probably won't pull on the Kizuna banner, but I'll pull on the support banner 100%.
No, I totally agree with you there. But it depends how many legends I'm missing that are
exactly
on the banner.
right.
That can also influence it. But then again, next Kizuna banner that we get through April. I know we're getting close to the anniversary now, so
there'll be a big one going on.
Might have to hold up. But yeah, and especially the one in May, if they do a Kizuna banner, which they should. Well, again, we have to look like last year, right? Because like last year they had the final taps come out for anniversary, and then they had Ace and Thabo for the Kizuna banner.
The goat.
And then they had
Whitebeard
versus Shanks.
Yep.
So man, who knows?
Look, I mean, I don't know if we want to detour real quick, but do you think they're going to release a new unit for JP Annie? Like a new style of unit? Or do you think they're not going to
like a new mechanic?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm not expecting it.
I think they might, but I don't know what it would be, though. That's the question.
Or maybe I don't know if you'd really classify it as new, but they might do like a versus unit with a final tap, and depending on who you have selected, maybe you get a different final tap effect.
That would be fucking, bro. That unit would be the best legend game. Straight up with you. Like the versatility in that legend would be wild.
I mean, then again, nothing really comes close to Luffy and the Straw Hat's final tap.
That is a good point, though.
That's still broken as hell.
But I feel bad because we're not talking about anything. But like, Super Kizuna was fucking cheeks. This Orochi unit is bad. I'm just gonna blanket statement. Generally, these 6+ Kizuna units have been actually pretty good.
Yeah, genuinely, they're not bad.
Hancock was good. Big Mum was good.
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard's good.
I think Jack was one on Japan that we never got.
That's true.
At the time, but we got like the unit. But yeah, Jack was actually like pretty good too.
And then you have this cheeks ass unit who does. I don't even care.
Because like the thing with those like 5+ Kizuna units is that they have like really good utility, and then they provide like a pretty good boost in some fashion. And Orochi's utility is trash.
3 turns of bind, despair, attack down, and special bind.
And then, like, his boost that he provides is not good either.
2 turns of an orb boost. If the crew has used 10 or more strength slots in normal attacks before the special is launched, set the chain to 3.25 for 1 turn.
Like, that should have been the 5-star version. And then when you super evolve it, it gets buffed from that.
It should have been it should have been 3 turns of that kind of stuff. And then when you super evolve, it should be 6 turns. Because that would be fucking crazy. If you did 6
100%.
turns of like attack down, bind, special bind, despair, like oh my days, that'd be a really good unit to have, you know. But no. But what we did get though, we got a new immunity mechanic.
Oh yeah, we did.
This is what the development time goes to. If statements. That's literally what this mechanic is. It's an if statement. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So as we all know, the previous all immunity mechanic worked so you couldn't use defense downs, or you couldn't use increased damage, or delays, or whatever it is. But this new immunity is immune to everything except a certain debuff, or a certain buff, sorry. So on one of the bosses, on the int boss, it was increased damage taken. On the strength boss, I think it was defense down. And then on the psi boss, it was delay/negative. I.e., they try to shoehorn you in to use specific characters to get around this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's not lazy, but it's just annoying. It's just very frustrating because that was one thing about Kizuna that was always fun, was like trying to figure out what combination of characters would enable
Correct.
you to reach those crazy high numbers. But
Yep.
with these certain restrictions that they've put on these boss fights, it makes it so difficult to be creative with your team builds, and you're
Yeah,
kind
it
of
does.
shoehorned into using very specific units
Yeah.
to get around the debuffs.
Yeah, it's like, it's cool, but it doesn't do anything for the game mode, in my opinion, at least. It
No,
doesn't-
and the rewards are still like trash.
cheeks, and not only that, they've actually, in my opinion, Kizuna might be down as one of the worst game modes of the year if we're going to the award show already. HP rate increased from 15% to 18%.
Oh, for the super boss.
Yeah.
Yep. So not only the super boss got harder, but they also increased the HP scaling, so you earn less tickets.
So it's harder to clear the super bosses.
And we're never going back to Brook zombieing super bosses.
It's, I don't know, man. So Godot put down at level 29, the super boss will, with the 18% HP growth rate, will have 100 billion, whereas the super boss with the 15% at level 29 would have 50 billion.
Yep.
Like, that's fucked.
I love Kizuna.
Like, Kizuna is now, like, arguably one of the worst game modes, which is, we're running out of game modes, to be honest with you, to say is the worst game mode.
It's so annoying, man. Like, and like, they're not even updating the Kizuna rewards in the boxes. Even like, it was still on a super boss. It was still 2,000 tickets on box 7 and 3 of each tablet. They still haven't added the newer tablets yet. Like, dog, come on.
What
are you doing?
I don't know, but it makes no sense to me. It really makes no sense to me why you would do this.
No, I
don't understand, because it, like, I guess, like, to try to play devil's advocate, their methodology was like, okay, if we add this new immunity system so they can get an extra buff, it'll coincide with how much the HP scales. But what they don't understand is that everything is exponential. So, okay, 18% on the first, like, couple levels isn't that much. But when you're getting up to the higher levels, 18% is a huge amount.
And, like, it's stupid as well, because any other effect that, like, says that, oh, it's a debuff that gets inflicted through the enemy's immunity, some of them just don't work.
That was true.
Like, Final Tap Law, he does his effect where he applies increased damage taken through immunity buffs, but because of the way that they've structured this new immunity system, it doesn't work. So
yeah,
good shit.
So again, they've just, like, broken characters that previously were good.
Oh, it's dumb.
And yeah, it's I don't know. It's just a very weird. I don't understand where these design choices are coming from, though.
Nah, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it's such a very obscure design choice to do that, and then ruin what was once a really good game mode to just shambles it completely. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me at all. But we've learnt, pull for the support character, don't pull for the boosters unless there's a legend, and then, you know, we move. That's about it, really. All right. Moving on, I guess. Legend Brook and Legend Franky released. That was interesting. Alongside a rare recruit Sanji and a rare recruit Robin.
Correct.
Did you guys? I didn't expect. I mean, I expected, like, more Straw Hats, but I expected more dual unit Straw Hats. I guess technically we got one of them.
Technically we got one, yeah.
But
with General Franky.
Because technically it's a chopper unit as well, which is hilarious to me.
That is the craziest design decision I've seen. The
Chopper
fact
doesn't
that
do shit, man.
Chopper's not even listed in the title of the character, and it is classified as a chopper character, so that's crazy.
So, okay, let's get into Franky first, I suppose.
Yeah, Franky has a lot going on.
Let me get the actual nice information real quick. Here we go. Legend Franky. He is a dual unit Dex and Psi free spirit slasher dual unit.
Oh, actually, each form of him is a different type.
Okay, so there we go. So,
One's a fighter, one's a shooter, and the dual form's a slasher.
wow. Okay, wonderful. So in his Rhino form, he has 1.5 HP, 3.75 attack. He boosts the attack a further 1.25 if the character's first class is fighter slasher shooter striker or free spirit, and reduces crew's attack down duration by 10 turns. And then in his Brachio Tank 5 form, he's a 1.5 HP, 3.75 attack, boosts the crew's color affinity by 1.3 if a character's first class is Powerhouse, Free Spirit, Cerebral, Driven, or Fighter, reduces burn duration by 10 turns. And in his combined form, which I think counts Chopper in the combined form, right? Or does it not?
I
don't know.
Wait, what do you mean?
In the combined form, so when you pop his special and he's like the combined dual unit.
What about it?
Does it count Chopper as a character when he's combined? I know that doesn't really matter, but like I guess overall, so he just gets considered a chopper unit as well. Then
the whole unit is classified as a chopper unit.
That's fucked up. Anyway,
yeah,
the combined captain is HP by 1.5, attack by 4, boost attack a further 1.25 if the character's first class is fighter, slasher, shooter, or striker. Boost the type effect of normal attacks by 1.3 if the character's first class is Powerhouse, Free Spirit, Cerebral, or Driven, and reduces burn/attack down by 10 turns. Their special is 30% heal of the max HP, removes all poison, boosts the fighter, slasher, shooter, and striker's attack by 2.5 for 1 turn, boost Powerhouse, Free Spirit, Cerebral, and Driven orbs by 2.5 for 1 turn, and becomes General Franky for 3 turns. Their swap is completely removes Despair and then Color Affinity by 1.5, Rainbow Color Affinity by 1.5, and changes their slot to their own and heals 25% of damage received during battle. And their Super Swap is completely removes Despair, 2x Color Affinity, matching slot, and 50% damage received during battle when you move on to the next stage.
Yeah.
Mouthful.
Franky is look going on. I'm not like, okay, I don't know how to explain this, but
I don't know how to start.
There's so much going on with this unit. I'm not like, he has a lot of good things, but he also has like a lot of annoying things as well. So his captain ability, like it's only a 4 times boost, but then he has the conditional additional attack or additional conditional color affinity depending on the class of the unit. That's fine, but it's not the best because it really like team building with this character is going to be annoying.
Plain and simple, it fucking restricts you. Like it just restricts you in terms of how much of a boost you can actually get.
It really restricts your team building. However, saying that though, the debuff removal in the captain ability is what is going to keep this guy in the game for the long run. Like, because we don't have any captain ability that reduces attack down or burn. Like, that is the first.
And to do both is kind of fucking crazy as well.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Just the attack boost being 4x and then conditional for the other shit can be annoying, especially because it's dependent on class as well. Like if you really wanted to use a certain character, but then they don't get a certain attack boost, and then it can be annoying. I think the special is pretty interesting as well, like being a health recovery unit as well as removing poison, which I guess that's where Chopper comes from.
Yeah.
And then boosts attack and orbs depending on the classes of the unit. So I actually like his special. I think this character is going to see a lot of play just as a sub because just having a sub that can just give you a bit of heal, but then can give you like a 2.5 attack boost and orb boost. Like that's nuts. I think this is going to see a bit of play maybe in like Kizuna, in Super Boss Kizunas and stuff.
Agree.
If you can like just use one special to get a 2.5 attack and an orb boost by itself, that's crazy. And the fact that he is a free spirit unit, meaning that V2 Odin can actually buff it to 2.75.
Yeah.
So you can use like Odin special to get like a huge color affinity boost, then use this special to get the buffed attack and orb boost. So that's 2 units providing like huge boosts by itself.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of this switch though. It's kind of odd.
It's pretty interesting.
Like, color affinity boost, gets rid of despair, and then heals when you enter the next stage. It's cool. It's nothing
The-
crazy.
I
but
think like this unit is designed to be like a one-stop shop for all your buffs, pretty much. Like it's like because you can technically get attack, orb, and color affinity from this
exactly.
unit.
Yep.
But I still don't. I don't know. It's just the captain's annoys me a lot, like
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
another thing about it that it's
yeah.
annoying is that the solo forms have like differing effects where like one of them reduces attack down
Yeah.
and then the other one reduces burn. I kind of get it. It's kind of similar to like Ace and Sabo, how they kind of split up their debuff
Yep.
removal. It can be annoying though,
The
and like
amount of times in the point farming event I'd mess up and I'd have the wrong form out, and then
Yeah.
you just get binked out of, and I'm just like, dog, like this is just I don't know.
Yeah, because even if you
yeah.
have the debuff and then you switch into the captain that
Doesn't
resists
remove
it,
it.
it doesn't like immediately remove it. It's like only upon infliction. So
I
that's kind
wonder
of annoying.
why. Like, I wish it'd be such. I mean, that'd be like doing it to be absolutely broken then, which is like
That would
should
be
be.
yeah,
Like if you could swap, and then it would like inflict the actual captain ability on top of what's going on,
be nuts.
would be crazy. But obviously, because that's too busted. But
Yeah.
I mean, a super swap at 4 turns is cool. Oh, we didn't mention as well in the Kizuna, there was the first time we ever got cooldowns for super swap. That was pretty interesting.
Yes, that was very cool. That was a nice
Um,
decision to do that.
But this guy's super swap is 4 turns. Always nice to have it low, I suppose, because you can at least get it out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like it's
Yeah, look, it's
Yeah.
just odd. It's just
Yeah.
odd.
yeah, it's just a very weird design choice to have this guy be a dual unit.
This is not going to be like the GOAT, the end all be all, the go to dude to clear content. He's just going to be like a nice hybrid option
Yeah.
because he provides a lot of good stuff with his special. And it's like, oh, I need to deal with all these turns of attack down.
Yep.
Oh, I'll just use Franky as a friend captain. I'll get around
That's
it.
exactly like my mentality. Like I
Yeah.
only see myself bringing this guy along as a friend captain purely for the fact that like, oh, I need to remove attack down on multiple stages. Okay, I can just bring Franky as a friend captain and not have to worry about that debuff anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can move on like that.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that with Ace and Sabo as well. It's like, oh, I
Yeah,
need to get
exactly.
rid of all the special blind. I'll just use them
Okay,
as
I'll just bring
captain.
them. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Their PvP kit.
Weird.
Their special targets self for defense at level 6. Targets self for attack, activate, provoke for 20 seconds. Both those for 20 seconds, sorry. Targets one teammate with low HP for 25% healing. Their ability is Free Spirit class. Teammates HP up level 5. Guard percent up level 5. Deck/side teammates defense at level 3. This guy is fucking cheeks.
This
in
guy is
PvP.
so bad.
He is actually ass in PvP.
It's just that special, honestly. I mean, like, another thing with dual units getting buffs for colors is just the worst decision ever.
Yeah.
But that special is so
It's
garbage.
so shit. It's so shit.
Like, Provoke is so bad because there's so many enemies that just have AoE specials and it just negates anything that Provoke tries to do. And his healing only does it to one crew member with the lowest HP. So it doesn't make sense that, Provoke, attack me, but he doesn't heal himself. Like, it would make sense if he just healed himself by 25%. Like, it'd be slightly better, but it's still not good. This unit is just not a good unit.
If they gave him counter and they changed the healing buff to be like every second he heals like 250 or whatever, like the same way as like I think like Legend Urouge does it.
Yeah.
Where she like heals herself over time. If they gave that to him and gave him a counter, I could see it being a lot better for defense teams. But even like this, I'm gonna kick it to you. This ability is fucking cheeks as well.
Facts.
Dex and Sight, defense up level 3. Bruh. Like,
I don't know what they're thinking.
Bro, there are rare recruits that do more than that. Like, that's just sad.
Yeah, that's actually
sad.
true. Like, this character is worse than so many, like, regular rare recruits
I would
out there.
rather bring up a Rumble rare recruit. And first of all, less cost. Second of all, the unit's way better. Like, it's just, I'm not going to use this guy at all in PvP. No.
I don't know who the design team was for this guy, but whew, he
Fucking
was
fire.
freaking
Fire them.
garbanzo.
That's what I'm saying. Send them to the fucking realm.
Garbanzo.
Like, I guess,
Yeah.
like, his attack pattern's interesting. Normal attack, heal teammates in a medium range level 2. Normal attack, heal teammates in a small range level 2. So like he is healing a lot in his attack pattern, but that's not enough to justify this unit's position in a team, though.
No,
at
not
least
at
in
all.
my opinion.
Nah, this guy's not very good at all. So yeah, PvP's like I'd say his PvP is like maybe like a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree. Probably one of the worst PvP legends.
But his regular
out.
kit, I'd probably give him like a 7.5.
I would say I'd say it's kind of
Maybe
the
close to
opposite
an
of Okiku and Izo. Okiku Izo captains are like really good. Their specials cheeks. This
Yeah.
guy captains cheeks. Specials pretty good. So
Yeah.
I'd probably say 7 as well, 6.57 for myself.
Yeah, this guy's
as well.
weird, man.
Flame?
I mean, at this point, most of these characters are just skips. You're gonna want to just wait for the Annie next month.
That's facts. That's
Yep.
facts. Speaking of, on that too, Legend Brook. I know B-Bro is very happy, but Brook is a quick super class character.
Yep. Super class
Ooh.
free spirit.
There we go. Interesting.
Mhm.
Wowzers.
Brooke, I've got him here if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
So his captain ability will reduce the cooldowns of everyone by 1 at the start of the quest, and he also boosts the attack of only free spirit, mind you,
Ooh.
by 5x, and
Ooh.
makes quick recovery and tandem slots beneficial to free spirit characters if your HP is below 30% at the start of the quest.
Bruh.
So he only gives like okay. Solaris may have listed this weirdly, but I think he always makes the slots beneficial. But then it says if your HP is below 30% at the start of the quest, you get the 5 times boost.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise,
right.
otherwise it's 4.5.
Yeah.
He then also boosts HP and recovery by 1.3.
Yep.
And also prevents from defeat for 1, or prevents for 1 defeat or something like that. I don't know how this actually works. I haven't seen the gameplay of this yet.
I believe it's just it's like the resilient socket, I think is how it works. I think it's like if you're
Right.
meant to die that turn, it takes his like prevent from defeat and you live with like 1 HP probably or something like that. So I guess
Yeah.
the whole point is like it's like Halloween lore, where it's you pop his special, you get the resilience, you take a crap ton of damage and then you just reflect it. I think
That's kind of weird.
the whole point is like you want to use this unit to
Survive a hit and get below 30%.
Yep, and then get the higher captain boost and then blah blah blah. So yeah, I think that's how it works.
And then his special ability will reduce the cooldowns of free spirits by 1, and then boost the base attack of free spirit by 1000 for 1 turn,
Mhm.
and also gives you a 1.6 times chain boost for 1 turn.
Yeah.
And then if you use his special below 30%, he changes all slots, including block, into matching, and gives you 95% damage reduction for 1 turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then his super class special, will increase the duration of any damage reduction buffs by 1, and then also increase the boost or effectiveness boosts of chain buffs by 0.5. And then also you get super free spirit. So
wow,
is
like
odd.
He's like the chain is fucking crazy. Like
Yeah,
because you get a
No joke.
plus 2.1 from this guy pretty much if you run him as a captain in Poppy's super class. Like
it's the best
a
chain
lot.
boost in the game.
hands down, right? And he's free
Yeah.
spirit. Yamato says hello. Like it's it's a very
Big fact.
interesting. Fuck, this guy's cheeks as well. If I was trying to be positive, but this guy's cheeks as well, bro.
Well,
I'm
one
sorry.
thing I realized as well is that he's this is the same problem that Urouge had, is that he's got a special that reduces cooldown, but his crewmate effect doesn't resist special reverse.
I'm so mad.
So
Why do they fucking overlook this every time?
maybe they got 2 different design teams, and they got all the weird dudes doing these characters, and then for the anniversary they got the good guys.
All the stumps on the fucking weird team and all of us on the good team, man, you know? Fuck stump. But,
Yeah, dude, this is
fuck
just weird.
off, man. Why only free spirit? First of all.
Every other super class we've had has, well, actually, aside from Odin, in a way, but like Croc, Durfee, Katakuri, they like gave huge boosts to their one class, but then they at least still provided a boost to all of the characters, whereas Brook doesn't.
This
really
guy
do
ain't doing shit. I think they're well aware that free spirit's the best class in the game.
that. They have to be.
So they're just like, oh, we can't. If we made him free spirit plus a rainbow boost, then like this guy would be bussing. But no, like they can't do that at all. Just
Um,
I
I
I
like
don't I don't know. I don't know.
like he's all right. He
Yeah,
can get
yeah,
stuff done, and the
yeah.
fact that he is free spirit, like yeah, it means that he gets access to some pretty good units.
Correct.
Like it's fine, but like by himself, he's pretty weird. Like base attack boost, chain boost, and then if you are below 30%, that's where you get the matching slots and the damage reduction. So
Yeah.
you're not always guaranteed to get that matching slots, which is pretty huge.
I think him.
But at least if you do use it when you are below 30%, you get 95% damage reduction.
That's right.
So that's kind of nice at least.
I him and Yamato 6+ are a very good combo as captains. I feel like hybriding
Yeah,
those two up work really well.
I could see that.
I think this Brook is a good character. I don't like. I think his special is a lot more usable than a lot of legends that have come out.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, first of all, base attack. It's just like Bon Clay has fucked base attack boost for everyone in the game, hands down.
Yeah.
Like 2-turn, like 1,500, I believe it is. Rainbow is just fucking insane. Like, so for only like 1,000 for 1 turn, only 3 spirits. I think the coolest part of this character is the fact that the chain buff is so ridiculously high. But my concern is that if we're gonna keep with this trend of super bosses that reduce your attack if you go above a certain chain, well, units like this just get put in the bin. That's my concern.
Correct. So I wonder if this Kizuna. I don't think they won't do another super boss in a row. At least,
Hey, you never
likely.
know. You never know these days.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't see them applying it to a normal boss fight. That'd be kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like that could be a problem moving forward.
The rest of his kit, like his kit works well together, I think. I don't know, like maybe I'm like not looking at it like 100%, but I feel like the things kind of work together, but I'm not the biggest fan of like restricting things to below HP like thresholds. It just doesn't like, especially because like it's hard. Like if he had like an inbuilt mechanic, I mean he technically he does with the resilience, but you have to stall to reduce the HP to like get the extra buffs. Because it's very hard, I feel like, to get characters below the HP thresholds if you're not stalling to reduce your own HP.
Correct.
It's very easy to heal HP as well. That's the hard part. Is like sometimes you'll accidentally go over 30% and now you lose all the benefit as well.
Yeah, thresholds that require you to be above a certain HP threshold are much easier to fulfill these days.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, back in the day, it was actually the reverse. Like healing was not actually very accessible.
Yeah.
In the early days of Treasure Cruise, and it would like being at low HP was a lot easier. But with auto healing and just with how easy it is to kill enemies, typically these days, it's way harder. Like you actually have to rely on specials to get your health lower in a lot of cases.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I just, I don't know, boss. His support is kind of okay, not really though. 60% damage reduction.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
I mean, I'd just rather bring Mr. 3, I think it is, who's like 2 turns of special charge and 50% damage reduction. Like, this just like way better support.
I mean, maybe depending on the situation, this could be used to like survive a death hit in certain cases.
True.
But
it would have been cool if the support. Imagine if the support gave you resilience when you popped a special, something like that.
Oh, that'd be cracked.
Yeah, exactly. Like that would be a cool way to look at his mechanics, but instead they don't do that. I guess his PvP kit targets 3 quick teammates for 100% chance of haste. Targets enemies in a large range for 80% chance of paralysis. Targets strength enemies for attack down level 8 for 15 seconds on both of those. And his ability is quick teammates, speed up level 6, attack up level 6, and for the first 40 seconds, strength enemies, speed down level 6. He's very good in PvP.
Yeah, he's going to be another great addition alongside the Izo and Okiku for the quick teams.
I agree.
I love his special that it's like a more guaranteed haste stuff. Like I think
haste is cool. Yeah.
This guy basically 1-for-1 replaces Magellan, in my opinion.
Yeah, actually.
Magellan applies haste, and like this character just also does that.
I guess the only combat to that is that I think Magellan doesn't Magellan even do damage, or does he not
He
do
he, he
damage?
he does do damage, but I
It's
feel
not a
like
lot. Yeah.
the thing is Magellan's haste is not guaranteed, and it's only to one other character.
Three
Whereas
characters 100%. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
yeah,
his characters are, and plus the paralysis is there as well. And not to mention that level 8 attack down is fucking crazy.
to strength level 8 is
And
nuts.
it's raw attack targets. It's not like targets in a large range. It's just
It's all strength allies.
all strength allies. So you go against a strength
defense,
team,
yeah.
level 8 attack down for 15 seconds as well.
Yep.
Fuck, that's a lot. And I mean his ability, because we were mentioning earlier, Quick doesn't have a lot of speed, level 6 speed, level 6 attack up, and then strength gets level 6 speed down. So like he's a very, very good unit for the Quick team. Very
Correct.
good. Yeah, I would say like this unit is very good for Quick team. I think he's a very solid legend. I don't think he's like, again, like Flame said, none of these characters are like you should pull on them. Like,
No.
Annie, as far as we're aware, Annie should be fucking crazy.
Well,
Like, should. I mean, that's the sad part. I mean, to be fair, we did get Kinemon Dendro and V2 Odin for Global Annie, but
wasn't a Super Sugo.
it wasn't a Super Sugo. So fingers crossed. Final scores?
For Brook, he's like the reverse of like Franky, where like I think Brook is gonna be better in PvP.
Yeah, I agree. I'd agree.
I'll probably give him like low 7s again.
I'd say about 7 for myself too.
Yeah, about a 7 is about fair, I think.
7.
7 gang. 777. Lots of luck there. You know what isn't lucky though? Fucking Legend Urouge. Holy shit. I'm sorry to everyone that's listening, but this is what the podcast is now. It's just fucking talking about legends all the time.
Legend review.
Literally.
Shout out to my man's Dave.
Yeah, Dave. Finally in the game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. No, they didn't write up the Legend Urouge stuff, so I've just got the images. Anyway, Urouge, Mad D Monk Urouge. Oh boy, he is a PvP legend. So he doesn't have super type, no super class, no swaps, no this, no that. He's just a raw dog legend. He has hunger and ship bind. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know whose idea that was.
PvP legends are meant to be like, why would you do that? Why would you put hunger and ship bind on the same fucking character? Dog, that ain't it, chief. But
doesn't make sense for him to have that either.
Not at all. Okay, his captain ability: boost powerhouse characters by 4.25, boost their attack by approximately 5x in turns where his special is used, boost other characters' attack by 4x, boost the crew's HP by 1.75, and makes crew immune to blowaway. Launches his special at the start of the next turn after receiving 30,000 damage or more. And reduces the character's special charge by 3 turns at the start of the crew's next turn after receiving damage.
Yeah, like what?
We'll break it down. Reduces crew's paralysis by his special. Sorry, I was about to say on a 6th turn. Never mind. It's level 6 max. It's so weird reading the specials off the actual like images from the game. So you just never do. You never do that anymore. Reduces crew's special paralysis by 5 turns. Deals 200x character attack in int damage to one enemy, and he ignores defensive effects. Reduces powerhouse special charge time by 1 turn. If captain is powerhouse class, sets chain multiplied to 3.75 for 1 turn. This guy is fucking ass, man. This guy is bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of annoying because we were all expecting Boa Hancock to be the PvP legend, and then they're like, "Oh, by the way, here's your rogue." I'm like, "Wait, what?
Who the fuck is this guy? Who that? Who that?"
And for some reason, they decided to buff the int color, which honestly, I think int is probably one of the weakest colors in Pyron, but in terms of offense, they do not have a lot of characters that just do a lot of damage. They just don't. I remember when PvP first came out, and like the best team was like the super type or super class Katakuri, super type Katakuri with Blackbeard, Jozu, NL. Like that ultra defense team that could do somewhat decent damage, but like nowadays, like those just don't cut it. They don't have those heavy damage dealers. Like they've got Yamato. I mean, that's about it. Um, so Urouge, like, yeah, I mean, just Urouge being the choice was just very strange, but it also does kind of make sense. But about his abilities itself, I mean, it's a PvP legend. We're not really expecting him to be like
Exactly.
amazing.
But he's
I mean,
fucking ass.
yeah,
He's
he's just
so
not good.
bad. He again, not to get onto the GGP awards already, but Urouge is in high contention for one of the worst legends, if not the worst legend of the year so far.
I
So
still feel like we're going to see plenty of terrible ones along the way.
I know, which is crazy because we've only just started April and we're already
Yeah,
talking about the worst legend of the year. Like it's
because
kind
like
of
we're
sad.
fully expecting, like considering the power level of Luffy and the Straw Hats and Roger and Newgate, we're expecting them to like ramp up the power creep a little bit. But
Yeah.
this year's been pretty tame so
Like
far.
I don't expect them to release legends that are better than the Luffy crew, but I
No,
expect them to release legends that are like worse than Roger
competitive.
Whitebeard, you know? Like worse than Roger Whitebeard, but not like this guy 5x if you pop his special, approximately 5x as well, mind you, not 5x to Powerhouse alone.
Yep.
4x to the rest of the crew. HP by 1.75 is fucking crazy.
Oh, that is a lot of health. Yeah, that's really good.
Immune to blow away is neat. I like that in captains. Like that's always cool. And then you pop his special at the start of the next turn after receiving 30k damage or more from the enemy.
Yeah,
So,
and I think that'll work very similar to Super Tight Kaido, where
Kaido and
it's
Zoro
like-
kind of mechanic thing or whatever.
yeah, so it's not like 30,000 damage in one hit. It'll actually hold the damage that you take each turn, and then once that exceeds 30, it'll be like, okay, time to pop the special. And then remember, when you launch the special, automatically, even via the captain ability, he'll get his buff 5 times boost. So
Yep.
yeah, it makes sense.
And then the special charge gets reduced by 3 in the next turn, but like,
yeah,
who gives a shit? Because his special doesn't fucking do anything.
yeah, his special's very bad. Like five paralysis, 5 turns of paralysis, a bit of damage, which I mean you can have a support like Law for an all boost or some shit. If your captain's powerhouse, lock the chain multiply 3.75. Like we talked about that with Izo and Okiku. Like chain locking isn't that great anymore.
But
to be
this
honest.
motherfucker doesn't do. He don't do shit, man. Like he doesn't do anything.
No,
Like,
he really doesn't.
There are rare recruits that do more, like, and they provide you the same or similar buffs.
Yep,
Then,
correct.
like, 3.75 chain is the only benefit. To be fair, his support is the only good thing about him. I swear. So he attaches the int powerhouse, which is kind of doable.
Yeah,
But if the character uses a damage dealing special, change that character slot to int and set the chain to 2.5 for one turn.
it's usable. But
That's
I feel like
usable.
considering his special is a 3.75 chain lock,
Should have been like a 3x.
the fact that it's a
Sentence.
2.5 support,
Spit in
yeah,
the
that's kind
face.
of weird.
Spit in the
Yeah,
face.
kind of weird.
I don't know. Okay. Enough ragging on him. The main reason he's here is because he's a PvP legend. So surely his PvP gets good, right? Right? So,
Whoa.
Urouge is on a 33 CT. He targets int. This is his special. He targets int type teammates for defense at level 5. Targets self for level 6 attack up. Defense at level 6. Crit percent at level 6. And targets 3 side type enemies for attack 4x his attack in damage.
Yeah, so
Go for it.
he's just gonna destroy 3 side
3
characters.
enemies will die. Like
That's a lot.
Int type teammates. His ability. Int level up. Int HP level 5. Defense at level 5 for the first 30 seconds. Self special CT speed at level 3. And Psy reduces the enemies. Psy enemies CT speed down level 3. So he gives them level 3 speed down. CT speed down. I mean,
Okay.
offensively, he's good, I feel like, because you can pair him up with Yamato and then, like, you have big damage to 5 enemies. Oh, no, Yamato's...
Yeah.
Yeah, Yamato's 1 or 2 enemies is Yamato.
Yamato's to 2.
Okay, so you have 5 enemies, technically, that do big... so the whole point is to, like, make these 2 units glass cannons and buff them, and then let them just go and kill 5 enemies in their 2 specials.
Because, like, his passive is, like, pretty good. Like, it's 5 HP in defense. That's acceptable. And then his special, when you launch it, gives himself an additional 11 defense.
Yep.
And then 6 attack, 6 crit. So And if you have Yamato as well, you'll have a pretty decent amount of attack off of that. He'll be around like
Well, he gives himself a lot of defense in his just himself alone.
because it's 5 to int and then 6 to himself, so that stacks. So it's a level 11 defense with his special alone.
And then you count his abilities. Now you're at level 16 defense on himself alone, which is fucking. I don't know why you need all of that. But
I mean, if that was attack, oh my god.
Plus the 4, they could have done that with the attack and made it like 2.5x to 3 enemies, and he would have killed 3 enemies in a heartbeat.
Right. Yeah. The fact that it is only targeting int characters, that's pretty annoying. I don't like that.
Yeah. I guess targets. Yeah.
To spy enemies. Yeah.
I guess like he gives himself 6 attack, 6 crit %, and targets 3 enemies. Like, yeah, I don't know. He's pretty useless, pretty much in any other. He's useless in defense. I feel like
the issue with him as well is that he's powerhouse.
Yeah.
So Wano Law says hello.
Fuck Wano Law, man.
Wano Law was a mistake.
That guy's a demon. He's hello. I'm back. I hate that guy. But look, man.
I'm interested to see how people use him.
Go for it. Sorry, go.
No, like the new Dory and Broggy, like they're all right.
Yeah, I did see there was a Japanese player I follow, on Twitter, and he posted he always posts really good PvP PvP information. Mm-hmm. He's very well versed in it, and I trust him a lot. He did say that. So I believe this is his PvP tier list, right? So the 10th best, I think these are all legends. Yeah. So legends in PvP. So he said the 10th best legend is Moria. The 9th is Luffy Crew. Like the dual unit Straw Hats. Yep. 8 is Quick Kaido. 7 is Quick Okiku. 6 is Sai Enel. 5 is Roger Whitebeard. 4 is Urouge. 3 is Odin, Sai Odin. And then number 1... So, like, for both 2 and 1 is Yamato.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Yamato and Odin being that high because they're just fucking nuts.
Urouge up there, though, is interesting. Like, I want to see what he ends up deciding to build with this Urouge unit for him to place him so highly. Because, I guess now, Int has an attack team, kind of. Not really.
That was the problem, is they didn't have any attack.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right.
If you add into Yamato this and then just add a full defense style team, I wonder if you take that on versus a Sai team, how good that would do. Because it depends as well. Because if you are going up just against Mono Sai, especially if Wano Law isn't on the Sai team, I feel like it's an easy win.
I agree.
But another thing as well is that Int don't have, at least to my knowledge, I mean, I know Moria slightly has it, but they don't have very good CT increases, I think.
That's true.
Moria does good CT because, Urouge, he's level, 33 CT?
That's a lot, man.
At least he gives level 3 CT to himself. That's kind of nice. At the end of the day, why even give him a CT increase to himself for the first 30 seconds? Why not just reduce his CT?
That's correct. I mean, I agree, hands down.
Scrap that and make him 29 or 28 CT instead. Kind of weird.
Or he could have just he could have just given level 3 CT to everyone though.
Oh yeah, that'd have been crazy.
I don't understand the premise of not doing that. I don't know, it just doesn't make much sense to me to not do that, you know? It just I don't know. I don't don't have much else to say, I suppose. I think he's going to be good for the attack teams, but again, he's another pretty disposable legend, unfortunately.
Yeah. He's just kind of there.
He exists. He does his thing, you know, he's punching, I don't know, something in his photo.
He's punching the air because he's not
fucking mad, bro. How am I meant to rainbow this guy? I ain't got fucking hunger tablets. I ain't got shit behind tablets. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I don't know.
He's
fine, I guess.
He's fine.
He's not worth going crazy for.
He's worth doing the discount or the PvP banner, and that's about it.
I did the discount. It was garbage. You got nothing.
I'm gonna do it now while we keep talking.
Good luck. Have fun.
But overall score?
Maybe 6.5, maybe it's 6.
I was gonna say
Ish.
more like, for me, it's more like 5, 4.5, 5. I suppose would be my
Fair
kind
enough.
of my kind
Yeah,
of
it really
range
sucks
here.
that PvP units don't have like super type or super class. It's a pretty big downer to
If
the
they
unit.
had super type or super class, like they'd be so much better. I wouldn't say they're gonna be like, they wouldn't be like meta defining or whatever.
Right.
But like they'd at least be like so much more usable, I suppose, opposed to like how they are now, where it's just like nothing. Like there's just
Yeah.
they don't provide anything. I got fucking cheeked up on that. I got a secret red on the first poster and it was fucking Fujitora, and I want to
Ugh.
cry. Anyway,
Gross.
moving forward. There were the PvP Dory and Broggy.
They're just kind of average, honestly.
Yeah, they kind of look kind of.
It's
yeah.
like they're another like cat dog situation where if you have both of them, you get an additional
Right.
effect. But it's kind of weird because Broggy is actually like not bad at all by himself, and
Right.
Dory is actually shit unless if you have Broggy.
Okay,
So
so
that, yeah,
Dory attack up. This is his special, C226. Targets teammates for teammates for attack speed and recovery up level 7 for 15 seconds. When Broggy is in the team, targets enemies within large range for 2x attack. Targets 2 enemies with 100% special CT for 100% special bind. Okay. I read that very fast, expecting that there'd be more words, but there wasn't.
no,
So if an enemy has 100%, their charge is 100%, he will bind them for 10 seconds.
yep.
2 enemies, that is.
Well, he silences them. He doesn't action bind them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like for his special is just buffs to your int characters, but then
Yeah.
if Broggy's on the crew, then he does damage and then he does special bind.
Right.
So by himself, just the buffs is pretty bad.
I mean,
And then like his passive isn't the best either.
crit up level 6, guard up level 6 when Broggy's in the crew, striker class enemies attack down level 6. Do you have a striker super class character yet?
No, but Yamato's a striker. I think PvP NL's a striker too.
I think that we're gonna have a striker next Legend then. Actually, it doesn't fucking matter anymore. Who knows these days? And then Broggy is his special is targets enemies in a large range for 3.5x his attack. Shit, man.
Yeah, it's a lot.
When remaining time is less than 60 seconds, attack 1.5x damage. Fuck, is a lot of damage. When Dory is in the team, targets sire enemies for attack down defense at level 10.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Yeah, so Broggy's just so much better.
Broggy's fucking bussing. He's doing
Yeah.
alright, man. Holy bursh. And then his ability is int teammates, HP at level 6, speed at level 6. When dealing damage for up to 4 times, int teammates attack at level 2. And when Dory's in the crew, striker enemies defense down level 5. Yeah, he's way better.
He's just better in every way. Like I don't know why they made him so much better.
He's incredible. Like he's actually a really good PvP rare recruit.
Yeah, so you have like Dory and Broggy, and then you have Urouge, and then Yamato, and then Smoker probably.
I'm not fucking bringing Dory. That guy can suck it. I'm bringing Broggy, man. That's about it. Now to the finally interesting. Holy shit, we've slugged through the legends. It's been a fucking hour, but let's get into the meat and taters.
All right, let's get it.
The Janneke community manager community update. First of all, thank you very much for the video. I think these little short kind of community update videos are very good. I think at least I really enjoy them, even though they're not like long-winded. Like here's all the information. It's just like really quick, rapid fire. Here's what we're doing. Here's what we're working on. Like here's what's happening. So yeah. I appreciate that for sure. We got a decent amount of information though. First off, we got more Grand Voyage information.
Yeah, I get a little bit of a screenshot.
A little bit of a couple screenshotties too. So what we found out is that Grand Voyage will be at the end of April, so just before the JP anniversary. It's a permanent event that's unlocked after Pirate level 170. Grand Voyage is an update on the story mode where you start in Fuchsia Village. In other words, it is a game mode that has a new take on story mode and the old bat missions. So the old bat missions, for those that aren't aware, were essentially like 10 missions in every island that were like collect 20 berry bags or complete this quest with this character in your crew. And then after you completed all of them, you get rewards. And then generally you'd end up with a ship after you completed all 10 of the missions.
Mm-hmm.
Each story isle has a set of missions assigned to it, and you can choose different levels of difficulty for that mission. Clearing the mission will give you points, and the higher the difficulty of the mission, the more points you earn. Points earned from this game mode can be used to unlock level limit break materials, gems, etc. So that's Grand Voyage. We figured it out.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know, essentially. So from the screenshot that they've shown, it shows that Fuchsia Village has 5 ship sailing wheels underneath it.
Yeah.
And then the difficulty is 10 star, which is pretty interesting. Like, again, difficulty is nothing to go off. I mean, Arena Queen was difficulty level 13 star and he was a fucking joke. So, like, 10 star doesn't really mean too much. But it's the interesting fact is that it has 5 wheels underneath it. But then in your bottom left-hand corner, it has total wheels and it has 0 out of 25. So what is that?
So each time you beat a quest, you get a wheel or something? Or is the wheel like your quote-unquote stamina for the day or something?
Maybe you can only get 25 total a day.
Maybe.
Maybe you can... Maybe, like, if you get 25, you can, like, unlock you a different tier of rewards.
Or maybe it's like the star... Like, it's like a star thing where it's like... After you beat a quest, you get like a star, and it's like, or a star counting is like a wheel.
We're talking
like,
fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! What is it, like the dual island or whatever it was?
Oh yeah, like the star chips.
Yeah, we're clicking the star
like,
chips.
After you earn a certain amount of wheels, you get the like certain tiered rewards.
Oh, maybe like Fuchsia Village lower difficulty. That's like there's 5 wheels.
Yep.
And then maybe in high difficulty there's 20, and then when you get like 25, you can go to the next island potentially.
Yeah, maybe.
And like that's how it works. And then you use the wheels to get rewards. So like, I don't know. Yep. I mean, I'm glad we got a screenshot. Okay, question. Did you expect Grand Voyage to just be an update on story mode, or did you expect it to be its own bespoke game mode?
Oh, I definitely thought it was going to be like its own kind of game mode. It was kind of weird that it was a new spin on story mode, but I'm not opposed to that either.
Yeah. I agree.
Because story mode's kind of been stagnant for ages, so
that's right.
The fact that they're actually putting some effort into updating it and making like story mode a bit more challenging, I think is kind of cool, because like story mode's been kind of just a meme since 100%. They updated it, where they made it like super easy.
Yeah, I think I think what'll be interesting to see is what are the missions for these story modes.
Yeah, like what conditions do we have to fulfill?
Like for example, like when we're in Fuchsia Village, do we have to bring like Higuma to clear a quest? Maybe you need to bring Shanks to clear a quest.
Yeah, that'd
Luffy
be really,
to
really
clear
neat.
a quest. Like, you know, maybe you need to bring certain like pirates to do certain things. Like it's going to be interesting to see how they decide. I think the missions is what's going to be the interesting part. Because if it's just like, oh, we made story mode harder, then it doesn't matter. Like it won't be that hard, I don't think, to make it challenging. But again, or maybe you're right. Maybe it is like a stamina system where like you can only get 5 wheels per day from Fuchsia Village or something like that.
Yeah, it could
like,
be.
That's how it's infinitely replayable. Is that every day you can only get X amount of wheels, and then you can only get 25. That'd be kind of cringe though. You can only get 25 total. I don't know.
I wonder how many like story modes will have it active
at the start.
From the get go.
That's a very good
point. I wonder if they're gonna do like maybe all of East Blue first, and then like a couple months later they'll update it, or if they all automatically have it, and it's just a matter of you clearing each story mode progressively, earning your way to the next story island. Maybe. Not too sure.
That's a very good point though. Like I mean, I would hope that everything had it, so that you'd have a lot of things to do.
I agree.
I feel like if this is like not restrictive in terms of like stamina or like only able to do X amount per day. Yeah. I mean, we're all going to clear this day one within a heartbeat, you know? So hopefully there's a lot to do there. But I mean, again, we don't really have much to talk about. We just know what the game mode is now and like what it looks like. So, I mean, I'm pretty excited now. At least a little bit more excited that we know a lot more, which is always a positive step regardless, right?
Exactly.
From that video as well, we also got the pirate level campaign. So the way that this is going to work is that for every 100 levels you have as your pirate level, you will receive 10 red tickets.
Okay.
Up to a maximum of 100 red tickets. These tickets are distributed between different levels. So ticket A is 2021 Legends, ticket B is 2020 Legends, ticket C is 2018 to 2019 Legends, and ticket D is from the start of Treasure Cruise to 2017 Legends.
Yeah, so we're getting a crap load of Legend tickets.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's neat.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure this is all for their level limit break system
Correct.
coming out.
So just as like a preface, ticket A will have legends from Zoroark up to Robin Jinbei.
Mm-hmm.
And then ticket B will be from Nami Robin to V2 Shirashiri. Ticket C will be from V1 Franky to Sober Mask. And ticket D will be from V1 Whitebeard to V2 Doflamingo.
Pretty good array of characters there.
So
A lot of characters.
I'm praying to God that I'm missing V1 Straw Hats, Nami Usopp, and Robin Jinbei. So I'm hoping to God that I can at least snag those three.
Wait, what's your pirate level right now?
Oh, 1,000. So I'm.
It's already there. Okay,
yeah, I'm already there. Yeah. So like I'm big chilling. So I feel it's good. But so like for example, I'm not going to read all of them because there's 10 different levels. But level 100, you get one A ticket, and you get 3 of each of B, C, and D.
Yeah.
And then level 1,000, if you can get to it, you get 10 level A tickets, and then 30 of each B, C, and D. So like
that's a lot. That's a lot of reds.
40. I mean, that's 100 reds from level 1,000. Not 100 reds. No, that's 40 reds. Sorry, 30. So 10 of B, C, D. Okay, so 40 reds from that level 1,000 total. So like, I mean, it's a cool campaign. Don't get it twisted. I mean, it's a lot of. I mean, for newer players. I mean, again, like I think Solaris is actually doing a thing now where he's like getting to pirate level 1,000 in a month.
Oh yeah, I see he's trying to do that.
Which I think is very possible. I mean, but you just have to grind like constantly. But I do think that at minimum level 600, level 700 is very achievable.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that.
Like, there's no if you're a new player, you can get to the 600, 700 within like a couple days. Especially because every level gives you a stamina meat.
Exactly, like the amount of you'll just get. You'll just stack up heaps.
Exactly. So like it's very doable. I mean the ticket A has a pretty decent array of characters. Like
ticket A looks really good, yeah. But it's only characters that have released prior to New Year's, right?
Yeah, it's prior to 2022. So there's no juicy there's no Odin, V2 Odin, Kinyan Demon Dendro, no Cat Dog, that kind of stuff.
And obviously no restricted characters.
Exactly, which is also kind of cringe as well.
Yeah.
I would have liked them to throw in like 5 PvP legends, 5 Kizuna legend tickets, 5, or like maybe not even 5, maybe like 2 or 3 of each, and then they could have like 3 Kizuna, 3 PvP, 3 TM, and then if they wanted to be cheeky, they could have 1 super type or super Sugo ticket. Would have been really cool.
That would have been nuts.
Because like you would have had 3 PvP, 3 Rumble, 3 PvP, 3 TM, 3 Kizuna. And then 1 Super Sugo unit.
Yeah.
So that'd have been 10, and you could have 90 for the rest of it all. Would have been crazy. Like that'd have been super cool if they could do that, but obviously, like, that's kind of busted.
Yeah, it's still pretty neat.
I mean, it's still cool. I mean, like, there's lots of great legends in Ticket A. Like, all of the legends arguably are like really good in their own regards.
Yep.
Like, yeah. So I think overall it's a very good campaign. I mean, just get farming. I think that, it was also mentioned that like there will be more ways to get pirate level in the coming days or like.
Yeah,
weeks.
so I assume maybe in doing treasure map they'll have like maybe buffed EXP or maybe Kizuna as well. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly right. So because like for the point farming event for the Sasaki, they had for a couple of days it was EXP boosted. You could get like 300,000 XP every run or something like that. So like
oh yeah. Yep.
So like it's they're doing bits. Plus just farm the Usopp Island. You know, it's the easiest way to get
so
XP.
that point farming event was pretty hard in my opinion.
I agree. I agree. If you didn't have the friend captain Franky or whatever, at least that was for me. Like you were struggling. That's for sure. Plus
Yeah.
what was the point of having 50,000 point threshold but no rewards? I stopped at like I think 18,000 or 19,000 because like I saw Saki was done.
Oh, I'm still at like only 10,000. I still
Yeah.
need to get the last couple orbs for him.
I
Yeah.
think I was lucky. I got a few orb drops before I finished the point farming event, so I could max out Sasaki. But I just got to at least get to the red ticket. I mean, obviously, like, it doesn't matter, but at least minimum 15k is what you need. Otherwise, like, there's no point. It's just like almighty manuals. There's like 2 stamina meets. Like, it's just not worth it overall. But that was a cool event to announce. They also made an announcement about improving systems to take out cheaters and modders. I mean, whilst we can laugh at it a lot, I think it is very nice for them to actively mention modding and cheating.
Yes.
Because like I don't think that's ever happened in the past in terms of openly in a forum like that saying the words modders and cheaters. Like it was very nice to at least have that be mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, we have been told that there will be a producer video in April discussing the new version update. So that's pretty interesting. There's going to be a version update coming soon.
Yeah, well, that'll be the one that'll introduce the new level limit break and Grand Voyage and maybe something else that we don't know. Yeah, like, right? There could be something else.
These last couple version updates have been crazy quality of life updates.
Like, what other like major quality of life updates do we need at this point?
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
I have no idea. Like, they've done a lot.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff that they can do. I'm just not off the top. I mean, like maybe having like team slots for Kizuna now.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of neat.
Maybe.
Oh, let us play Pirate Rumble with our friends.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, that'd be poggers.
Maybe even like in the update they could update rewards. I mean, they wouldn't do that, but like it'd be neat if like that would come alongside everything.
Right.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it was a great. For like it was like a 4.5 minute video or even less than that, I think.
Yeah.
So it was very good for that duration of time to pump out that much like news and content. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So it'd be cool to get more stuff like that in the future. Like it's not like obviously like world shattering news.
No, exactly.
It's nice to get a little bit more info and a bit more.
It's cool to even be shown like screenshots of like what Grand Voyage will look like.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's still very vague. Also, I think you mentioned in your video, where the crew symbol is, they have a thing that says campaign on it.
Yeah, someone mentioned to me that apparently new accounts have that.
Oh, there
like
you go.
for the guaranteed skill up that new accounts have.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It would be cool if they just kept that as a thing, like when any campaigns were going on or whatever, they just had it there. It would be cool to do that for sure. So,
yeah.
I mean, I like it, so we'll have to wait and see. But no, I'm all positives from that. Totally. Like, hopefully this modding and cheating system actually gets introduced. Because, I mean, again, with this Kizuna, we got shafted by modders. I mean, there was a dude that had, like, did you see the screenshots of that guy that cleared, like, 480, like, Kizuna levels or whatever? Like, come on, dog.
So bad.
Come on, dog. That ain't it, chief. Like, and even, like, the thing is, like, they can ban him afterwards, but, like, if they're not banning the actual account and they're just banning resetting his points, it's irrelevant because he's already gained all the rewards.
Exactly, and they can just do it again. It's just the dumbest shit.
Yeah. That's it for content. Finally, we're through.
There you go.
There we go. In other news, we have the TM silhouette is out and it looks to be ulti, so that'd be pretty interesting.
For TM ulti.
The April treasure map will be ulti, it looks like, so I wonder what Legend's going to coincide with that.
Yeah, I don't really know what they're going to do for that, because I mean, I'm not expecting another Usopp, because like, we got Usopp not that long ago.
Exactly.
Not even, same with Nami, like, I don't even know at this point. I mean, maybe they could just do like more Toby Roper stuff, maybe like a Legend page 1 or something.
That'd be cool. I mean,
or X-Drake.
X-Drake, yeah, X-Drake would be sick. I mean, I'm definitely down for an X-Drake Legend, especially since now we have Legend Urouge. Like, surely we're going to get all the supernovas.
Oh, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be Legend Otama and the Komachio.
Okay. I mean, look, at this point, I don't care. Like, just do it. Like, I'm trying to find the news here. There was news specifically about banning accounts as well. In order to ensure that blah blah blah, we've commit similar. We are taking strict measures against those who violate the terms of service or commit similarly illegitimate actions. These measures include banning accounts or transfer devices. The buying or selling of accounts or the misuse of rainbow gems can have a negative effect on other users' experience. To prevent these issues from spreading, we will be dealing with users who violate the terms of service seriously. That was interesting to have in app as a news coup kind of thing. I don't know what misuse of gems kinds of means. I don't really get it.
Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from. It's pretty bizarre for them to just come out and say that.
I guess the misuse of gems, like the only thing that makes sense to me is like using it to like farm Pirate Rumble, like by like versing yourself again and again and again. But then again, like that's like that kind of got stopped anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't really know where they're like coming from with that.
It does say this policy will take into effect starting April 1st. So it has started now. So I guess everyone's just don't do anything dumb.
Maybe it's just echoing what Janneke was saying in the community
probably.
video.
So April 1st is when it's going to get started. Unless it's a very cruel April Fool's Day joke, then like that'd be kind of sad.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know about that.
I mean, hopefully this means like people that cheat in Kizuna actually just get outright banned rather than like point reset kind of thing. But then again, obviously you walk a fine line, because I remember they mentioned in the news at some point like falsely banning accounts and such. So like there's always a fine line there between banning an account for clearing and then also banning someone illegitimately. So like it's
difficult.
It's challenging to create a system to do that, because like, you know, in Kizuna it's very possible to get to level 200, but it's very hard to determine who is able to do that and how and blah blah blah. Like what kind of system do you have in place to do that, you know? So
yeah,
Treasure Cruise doesn't bode well to banning or having an automated system to ban. And yes, we've talked about it in the past how they could do it, but with every game mode being a bit different than the other, it's very challenging to come up with a one fits all kind of system.
Right.
So, you know, take it with a grain of salt, I suppose. But hopefully we see a difference regardless. Moving on, April Fool's Day Usopp free multi. Fuck everyone that pulled new legends. Fuck you all. I hate you all so much. How the fuck did people pull Nami? Bro, some people pulled Nami Usopp, and I was, fuck you, man. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, some people pulled him multiple times in the same multi.
I saw the 3-day 2-wide Ty, he did it. I saw Red Halo did it. Shout out to those guys. People pull like V2 Odin, Kinyam. I think there's a girl who streams, her name Sushi Su. She pulled Kinyamon Dendra, I think it is, which is fucking crazy.
Lovely.
I'm sat there pulling fucking nothing. Like, dog, I pulled V2 Kaido. Like, come on, kid.
You ready for me to pull new legend right now?
All right, do it, Flame.
Oh, here we go.
If you pull a new legend,
pull.
If you pull a new legend, I'm quitting the podcast. I swear to God.
So what is this step? It's guaranteed a legend?
Guaranteed a legend on the 11th poster. And every from 1 to 10, it's all Usopp. So you could pull like Nami Usopp, or you could pull like Usopp Legend.
Yep.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Ringe pulled Nami Usopp as well, new as well. So like, you know, fucking crazy these psychopaths out here, man.
No animations.
Let's go. Fuck you. This guy, I swear, if you pull a new legend, I'm gonna lose my brain.
Yeah, let's see.
While Flames on that, there was a new April medal exchange, that came out. So let me just quickly scroll down to that.
Interesting medal exchange.
Really interesting medal exchange, as a matter of fact. He pulled a new character. I fucking hate this guy. What did you get?
Good.
What'd you get? Don't tell me you got Nami Usopp. Don't tell me you got Nami Usopp.
Funny. I actually want them to shoot it.
I don't know what this man got.
What'd you get? Tell me what'd you get, you piece of shit.
Oh,
my
hats.
God. I need them. I haven't got them either.
The size straw hats.
Fucking A. All right, well, that's my last step, guys. Flames taking over.
This guy.
Medal exchange. So, in the 400 medal tier, we had Reiju, V2 Marco, Smoker, and V3 Katakuri. In the 250, we had Pudding and V1 Shirishiri. And in the 150, we had Sanji, V1 Sanji, and Buggy. And in the 100 medal tier, we had the Sakura Koala, and I think the Sakura Chopper. I don't know what that chopper is defined as, but Sakura Chopper, some limited time units. I didn't have either of them, so I picked both of them up. That was cool. Ranger is really interesting for 400 medals.
Yeah, I think that's actually like not too shabby. That's
I would pick up Rage for 400 medals, just purely because she's very good in the in PvP defense team. So like, I'd pick her up for 400, I suppose. I know we kind of bagged her out for a bit, but like, it's still a very unique legend overall.
Yeah, unique. So. Yeah, there's not many characters that does what she can do. So.
Exactly. So I would pick her up for 400 medals if you don't have it. Otherwise, Marco maybe, but like maybe not. Everything else kind of cheeks. You know, I guess Buggy. If you don't have Buggy yet, you might as well pick him up.
Oh yeah, you might as well get him.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's just, I wonder what they're gonna do for next month, for the anniversary month. Like I really
that's what fucking fucked me up a little bit. I guess to coincide with Urouge PvP kind of thingy, but like them being all in is a very weird choice. Or at least then there's just fucking Legend Smoker chilling, like doing God knows what, you know. Like, but that happens, and we had a retweet campaign that got bumped to we got 10 gems out of that, which is pretty neat. And I guess the interesting news, and since we have Brosif here as well, we have the official announcement of an official tutorial series.
Oh shit!
Including so I'll be making I'm kidding, but there will be a tutorial series with the names of Rogers Base. You have Todd, you have Double 7, and you have Gacha D Stump, aka Stump D Gacha. That's the funny shit to me still, man. Hey, you gonna do that to my boy, dude? But Double is a Spanish content creator for those that aren't aware. So that's good. But there will be a tutorial series starting soon. And the cool thing about this is that there's never been an official like tutorial how to play kind of thing. Like obviously, like Todd's made them, Stump's made them, Flames, like everyone's made like their own bespoke videos, but there's never been like an official like here's how to play the game, here's the mechanics, here's how to do this and that. So
yeah, so it's going to be a little bit more professional, high end. So
that's why I wasn't invited, you know. I'll just sit around like fuck this, fuck nah. But it'll be interesting for sure. I'm looking forward to just seeing the videos and stuff like that. So and hopefully like yes, you fucking weirdos complaining about Rogers Base being part of it, like fucking bunch of weird psychopaths, man.
Yeah, people need to chill, honestly.
Right? I saw people saying, I've been making content for this game, but it's like, yeah, okay, cool, sick, whatever, like relax. Like, just calm down. It ain't that deep, bro. It really ain't that deep. But yeah, it'll be cool to see where this goes. And you know, obviously, we all know
coming out soon.
Brosif's put a lot of effort into his stuff. At least I can assume so. I don't know. Maybe Todd just said fuck it and didn't do shit.
Oh no, yeah, no. It's taken a while to get all this sorted, but
yeah, you know, look forward to that. I suppose I wanted to also point out, although it's not really like that big of a deal. The what's it called? The like official strategy guide has been taken down for maintenance for a little bit here. So just a heads up to those. And I mean, especially to like Solaris on the database, I think that kind of gets effed up by not having the official strategy guide out and about, because a lot of the images are grabbed from that. So, yeah, every character, like every image of the character you click on, you won't be able to see because they're all from the official strategy guide. So
yeah, so we have to wait for that to get updated.
So I'm assuming it'll get updated coinciding with the tutorial series. That's my assumption, at least.
No, it's not that deep.
No, okay, cool.
No, it's regarding something else. I'm not too sure when it'll be updated, but hopefully, it shouldn't take too long. At least I wouldn't think.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe some Grand Voyage stuff is going to be involved with it. Maybe.
No, I don't think it's relating to new content.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's just something else that's happening in the background.
Yeah, maybe just a refresh of sorts. So
yeah,
that'd be good though, because I think that strategy guide thing, like, it's not the most robust, but like it's still good to have there regardless. So it'd be nice to have that up and about. But
yeah, the images for the database not being there kind of sucks.
Yeah, it kind of sucks though. But I guess that kind of means that they should, like, maybe Solaris can come with a different method. I mean, probably just have a storage of all the images and files and stuff in the back end. might be the way to approach it, but that's also kind of cringy too. Anyway, that's it for content. We're done. It was a long one, as probably most of these OPTC variants of the podcast will be. But before we jump into questions, since Knight isn't here, I don't have to make him upset. I want to give a shout out to our YouTube members. You know, if you want to support the channel, you know, you can go down there where the subscribe button is and hit the join button. You know, you can join us at the lowest tier of good, not that much up front, you know, but if you want to support us financially, the option is there to do so. So, please, you know, consider it. We're out here making content regardless. So if you don't have the means to support, by all means, you don't need to, but it's as little as $2.99 Australian a month. So I believe that translates to $1.99 US, I think it is. So, you know, if you can do that. But for those that are supporting, shout out to our GGP producers. So that is Omni, TheLordShiro, and Wisniewski. Our perfect members, Kisa, great members, Cody, Cswins, and MyDrunkenMoneky, and our good members, Rioan and Stump. So, you know, make sure you go subscribe, go join, and go do all that kind of fun stuff. But from everyone's favorite section into everyone's favorite part, into everyone's actual favorite section, is the Q&A.
Let's go.
Got any questions? Send them through to us at GGP Podcast on Twitter or via our YouTube community tab. First question comes in from Jalexa. They ask, hey, hello, and how's everyone? Also, keep up the great job on the podcast. And what is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, what like pisses me off?
Yeah. I think for me, it's when you're talking to someone and then they just completely fucking disappear from the conversation. And then they come back like 8 hours later and then they try to maintain the conversation as if it's going. And I'm like, no, that's not how it fucking works, you ding dong.
Oh, that is totally me at sometimes, that's for sure.
That's definitely my one of my biggest pet peeves.
Oh, I'm trying to think of one, because sometimes random stuff, like people like tapping, like making like music or tones, like when they're like tapping like pens or tapping their feet. Yep. Sometimes that can annoy the shit out of me.
Yep.
I don't know. I'd have to have a think about that one. But yeah, there aren't too many things outright that just like, and I mean, bad drivers also piss me off. But I think that kind of just pisses off everyone.
Yeah, true. Flame,
yeah.
what are you vibing?
Can barely hear you, man.
Misspelling.
This man's in his bed.
Normal.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Mine is like misspelling of like words. Like when people just say your instead of your.
Man's a grammar Nazi.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of bullshit though. Like when people like misspell like super easy words, like bro, did you like attend school or?
Bro, are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Yeah, I can't stand that shit.
Yep. All right. Next question from Syringe. Hello, Ringe.
Old mate.
Okay.
Ringy.
It's not a question. What are your thoughts on a raid on Scamdai HQ in brackets Onigashima to take down Yoshi in brackets Kaido and his Scamdai friends in brackets Beast Pirates? I mean, we're at the gates waiting for you. I don't know where you are. Bro, I'm at the front door.
We all got the symbol on our foot, bro.
I won't speak to anyone else in this call, but I'm already there. I'm at the port. I'm on the boat.
If you go and you already know the signal.
Mm-hmm. Rin's saying that after pulling Nami Usopp on the free multi. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, no, that guy gets shafted all the time. Next question from @StressBagel. I hope you guys are doing well. What's something that in the moment was cool and then looking back makes you cringe?
When I was a kid and I used to play Dragon Ball Z in the schoolyard when I was in like
let's go
in primary school. Yeah, looking back at it, it's kind of cringe.
Yeah, man. Hey man, you want to go play Dragon Ball Z real quick?
Let's go.
I don't know, man.
I got one.
Go for it.
My time playing OPTC.
Damn. Really? Wildin'.
Let me think.
That's how you really feel.
Tell how you really feel. If I'm telling you, I will. What's really something is, I don't know, man. I think like I just like always look back on like not specific moments, but like things I said or like ways I reacted or like getting into like unnecessary fights or whatever, and be like, bruh, like why now you fucked it up? Like, you know what I mean? Like I always think about that shit all the time. And I was like, bro, why? Like, why do that? And I used to be like, oh, that's fucking cringe, man. Probably for me.
Something for me is, I guess, my taste in anime. Like looking back, like when I first started watching shows, like if I were to judge myself like 6 years ago, I'm like, yeah, that's super cringe. Like I can't
Yeah.
believe I gave that type of score. But in the moment, I'm like, yo, it's the greatest thing I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
shout out to Sword Art
I do that
Online.
a lot.
So I'm
Yeah.
fucking goaded, bro.
Kuroki no Basket.
Bro, I'm trying to play in the metaverse. Fuck y'all saying, man.
Wait, Kuroki no Basket? That's just goated.
I don't think it's bad. I used to like it a lot more than I do now. But yeah, leave it at that.
Haikyuu exists, man. It's way better.
Yeah, Haikyuu breeds in chat.
All right, next question from Alex Wisniewski. He asks, on a scale from 0 to 5, what is your enjoyment level of OPTC at the moment? 0 being the lowest, of course.
Probably like a 2.
Damn, I was gonna say 2.5, but if you said 2, I'm gonna say fucking 0.5.
Well, it's at this current point in time, like at this current very second, it's a 2.
I'll say 0.5 for me then. I don't like.
Um,
I'm not on the brink of quitting, but I'm definitely on the brink of just like just existing in Treasure Cruise, but like not like I don't know. Like I feel
Yeah, like I'm still gonna play. Like I'm not on the brink of quitting, but it's just like at the moment, yeah, I can respect the fact that it's not very enjoyable. There are still components of it that I do like, but
the reason that I don't like it is that everything requires gems. And I know that sounds dumb because like it is a gacha game, but like there's nothing you can do that doesn't. Like, I was thinking like, oh, I might start streaming again, and then what I would do with my streams would be like, I was thinking of doing a series where like I fill up the voyage log of like all the story characters that I don't have.
yeah.
But then I realized like that requires stamina, and then you need to use meats for stam, and then like there's everything like, and it's just like fuck, man. Like that's what kills me. I want to play Treasure Cruise. I want to play, but it's just too hard. It's just way too hard to do that because you always need to spend gems.
Yeah, if I was playing the game right now, like based on everything that I know is going on, I'd probably say my enjoyment level would be like a 1 or 1.5.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's just like it's the same. It's like the same old repetitive shit, but it just somehow gets worse.
that's the funny part. Is how do you just repeat the same content but just make it worse somehow? Anyway, let's not get into it.
They just find a way.
We'll be in this conversation for too long. Oh geez. Next question from @Daniel K95038374.
Oh
Brother,
God.
please, just Daniel K. It works fine. How would you feel about a game mode similar to Senkaimon from BBS, where you play a collection of different quests, but must use a certain class, type, or even character that would heavily reward people with extensive character boxes? Characters cannot be used again after one use. I mean, I've never played BBS, but I mean, I'll throw that to flame, I suppose.
Sounds like that Dokkan Battlefield.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, I've also never played BBS either,
What?
so I'll throw that
You were
to top.
you're the gacha guy.
Wait, BBS isn't like Bleach Brave Souls?
Bleach Brave Souls, yeah.
Yeah, I've played it. I don't know that game mode though, but yeah, that seems cool.
I mean, it's basically just it's basically the DBZ thing, and that's what we kind of assumed what Grand Voyage would be, but it's not, which is fair enough.
Right.
I mean, it'd be cool. I mean, any kind of mode that like restricts you into what you're using can be annoying. But if you're heavily compensated for the restrictions, then like I can see a nice kind of pair connection kind of thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I don't mind it.
I don't mind it at all. I'd be down if that was a game mode. Look, the more kinds of varieties of content there is to play, the better the game will be. I feel like
Exactly.
You know, because then there's always something to do, and not like something as in like, oh, you play Senkaimon for 4 days, and then the next day you have to start TM, and the next day you have more overarching game modes that you can just play whenever you want, the better. Less of this like timed game mode bullshit.
Yeah. I agree.
Next question from Seamus Hayes. He asks, for any guys that live in Melbourne, have you ever been to the One Piece themed cafe in Baldwin? For everyone, what's the best themed cafe / restaurant you've been to?
I have not been there yet. I know of it. I've seen the Facebook page of it, and I want to go, but I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. But it looks really, really cool.
There you go.
The best themed cafe or restaurant?
We didn't even talk about it last episode, yeah, but Todd and I met up, by the way, people that listen to GGP. We didn't talk about it at all, but yeah, we linked.
Yeah, we did. We had some dope-ass ramen.
Some ramen. It was pretty pog.
Yeah, it was great. It was good.
Theme cafe. I will tell you a story, because I haven't been to a theme cafe before. But I think I might have said this story on the podcast before. I'm going to say it again anyway. When we were in Japan the second time, like me and my friends, we touched down in Akihabara. So for those that don't know, Akihabara is basically the anime capital of Japan, more or less. We went there and we're like walking to like go to like a 7-Eleven or whatever to get something to eat in the morning. And then this fucking neckbeard Joba looking, I'm joking.
Oh my god, shots fired.
It was Joba.
Joba down, but no, I'm kidding. But this like neckbeard fucking turbo nerd walked up to us and he just said, I swear to God, this was his voice as well. He's like, excuse me, do you know where the Persona Cafe is? And I'm like, what the fuck?
The fuck?
And at the time, I had no idea what the fuck Persona was. I was like, what the? And I'm like, no.
Holy shit.
He's like, okay. And then one of my other friends was like, yeah, you can just go into that like 7-Eleven and get free Wi-Fi and look at it. He's like, oh, thank you very much, fellow gaijin. And I'm like, bro.
Oh my
shut
god.
the
yikes.
fuck up. And for those that don't know, gaijin means foreigner in Japanese. So he came up to us and said, hello, fellow gaijin. Do you know where the Persona Cafe is? I wanted to fucking neck. I was like, bro, this is why Japanese people hate the white man. Because fuck that, bro. That's cringe, man. But no, I don't think I've ever been to a themed cafe / restaurant. Flame, have you?
Well, to answer the first question, I don't live in that area, so I definitely can't go to the One Piece place.
Facts.
And I also don't think I've ever been to a themed cafe or restaurant. They don't really have stuff like that in New York, and if they do, it's like it's very specific, and you have to go like out of your way to like go and find it. It's not just like you just walk into some place and it's like some theme shit.
There we go. Todd?
Nope.
No, not for you.
Nah, not really. Like, been to like different themed for like countries and stuff, different cultures.
Yeah, fair enough.
But like not things tailored towards like a certain show or anime.
Yeah,
nothing like that.
There you go. There we go. Next
Actually,
question.
I almost went to the One Piece Cafe at the One Piece Tower when we were in Japan.
Oh, I did do that. If we're gonna if we're gonna count it, then I went like when I was at Tokyo Tower, I did go to the One Piece Cafe. There we go.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Like that was awesome. But like I don't know. I guess I just didn't really think about that. I suppose
it's not great food, but it's like it's fun.
I feel like most themed cafes would be fucking cheeks food.
Mm-hmm.
Like for the most part, because they're just trying to like sell you a product more or less. All right. From Omni. Sup guys, hope you're feeling a bit rowdy today. Oh, always, mate. Always.
Here we go.
Who do you guys think you can absolutely wreck in a fight in the One Piece universe? I'm fairly confident that I could wipe Gaimon, but that's just me. Bro, Gaimon would run your shit. On God.
Like, we gotta like think of levels, right? Like, how deep into the power scaling can you get before you can't beat someone? So like, obviously, I don't think any of us are beating Kobe at current Kobe.
I'll fuck him up. I'll fuck him up.
Nah, dude, current Kobe's crazy good.
Nah, fuck that. I'll beat his ass. I'll pull up on anyone. I don't even care.
You said I'm in my safe technique, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'll start flying.
Nah, bro. Even Pade and Kane from the Baratie.
Bro, no shot. Nah. I'll beat him up.
Nah, bro. They're former pirates. They'll fuck your shit up. I think we got to think low scale.
I'll beat up the Onion Pirates.
Actually, do you remember when they first introduced the revolutionaries, the commanders for the first time, and there was that pirate group that was invading that town.
Yeah.
That guy Peachbeard. I think I could beat him. He looks like a bitch.
I
I'll
fucked
tell you
up.
who I'm fucking up.
Who?
I'm fucking up Kuro's men.
All of Kuro's men. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm fucking
man.
up. I'm fucking up Django. What's he gonna do? He's gonna fucking
Yeah,
spit
I
it.
beat Django ass too.
Bro,
Yeah,
oh
nah,
god.
Django is down. Yeah, he's down.
Fucking get him blown back.
It's like Iron Fist full body. He's down.
I don't think you could beat Iron Fist full body.
Yeah,
He's just got what
I'm-
he's
he's
just
just
got.
punchy.
Yeah,
You
he's
just
just
trip him
punchy.
over.
Fuck, beat
I'm
his
not
ass.
gonna lie to Lowski. I'm being East Blue Buggy's ass too.
He's blue buggy asking for. He's gonna get smacked. Bro, I wouldn't play fair. If he split up, I'd fucking grab his like legs and I'd throw him in the water. It's over. What's he fucking gonna do now?
Exactly.
I'm not a nice guy. I don't fucking care. I'll beat his ass. You know what? On the low ski, I'm fucking up Higuma. I don't even care. I'm gonna do it.
Oh yeah, facts.
I'm fucking up
Fact,
Higuma.
bro.
The Higuma can get fucking destroyed, lad.
Yeah, no, I agree with that one.
I reckon Kid Luffy, he can get it. He can get fucked up. Kid Luffy can get blown back.
Yeah, he
ain't
doesn't
doing
even have
shit.
control of his devil fruit.
He ain't
so.
doing shit. Like, that's it. There we go. All right, we
There
can
you
probably
go.
we
Now
can
you
probably
know.
we could probably beat up most people from Fuchsia Village and East Blue.
Yeah, East
Absolutely.
Blue, but like when you started getting the Grand Line, you get like, what about like some like the early Baroque?
Oh, I
agents?
could destroy half those early Baroque motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Yo.
the early ones are so trash.
Bro, give me Miss Merry Christmas. I smoke that bitch.
Oh no, Miss Monday will fuck you up.
Bro, what about like what was like that bird and the beaver?
Oh, the Unluckies.
yeah, I beat him up. What the fuck
yeah.
are they gonna do? It's like if it's a bird and a beaver.
Like
I'll
it's the unlucky day, buddy.
bro, I'll fucking kick him up. Oh, all right.
Oh shit.
Man said he could confidently wipe Gaimon. I think Gaimon has some skills, man.
Bro, just push him down a hill.
Brother, close the lid. Just close the lid. Call it a day. All right, next question from Random Spawn. Do you expect Apu and Killer Legends, since they are the only supernovas after Urouge that still don't have a legend? Yeah, probably.
Oh, and X Drake, forgot about him.
Yeah, and Extra too. But yeah, probably. I could see probably all the supernovas this year getting legends. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but I could see it for sure.
I think Apu will get one. I think X Drake will get one. I think Killer will be the last one to get one.
I think when we get to Roof Piece, I think you have a high chance of Killer getting one. But since the anime is on hiatus, which actually coincides into the next question from Kangaroo, what units do you guys expect for Annie considering the anime is on hiatus and might not be back in time?
I think that whatever they had planned is what they're sticking with. I don't think they changed.
I think
Because-
it would be very poor in their nature. I mean, it would be very bad for them if they weren't to just go with what they had.
We've seen in the past that they've had things planned for a decent amount of months, and because of the anime hiatus hasn't, it's only been relatively recently that that's happened.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna like change their strategy regarding that. And it's, even though there is a chance that there could be anime spoilers, they haven't shied away from doing that in the
They've
past.
done it plenty of times in the past, so like,
Right?
I don't think it is going to matter. Like, I mean, look, if we're really going to break it down, if we're going to say units like without getting too spoilery, I think like a Kaido versus Luffy is very much in the cards, or at least a Kaido and Luffy legend like solo, like is very doable. I could see like a Killer Zoro kind of thing. I could see like, I could see all three of like the Onigashima ones, like the Luffy Law and Luffy Law and Kid all getting some sort of reintroduction into Legends again. Maybe like, I don't know, Big Mom might get involved. Like, I don't know. Like I think that
I think the anniversary. Yeah, I think I agree with what you said about there being some type of Luffy and some type of Kaido. I think that's the bare minimum of what.
Yeah,
needs to
I agree
happen.
with that. Yeah, I
and
think
then
that's
they've
very
got like the
possible.
subsidiaries of like the other guys, like
There's just so many
potentially
things
could
they
show
could
up.
do. Like they could do King and Queen Legends
Okay,
again. Like
what's the worst case scenario? Like realistically, like what could happen that you think, oh, that's shit.
Oh wow! If it was just like a solo Luffy and like Zoro Legend or something like that,
That would be pretty shit if it was just
like,
that. I would hate it if they did Luffy, Law, Kid as one unit.
Oh no,
I don't want that.
No.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
I don't want that.
Don't do that because then you just fuck up so much by doing that completely. No, don't do that. That'd be fucking horrible. Unless you're gonna introduce like a fucking trio unit, like shit. Like, you know, you're gonna evolve the dual unit into like a trio unit, which I would fucking hate.
The
But,
icon of that
like,
unit would be so garbage.
cancer.
It'd be so messy.
But like, unless you're gonna do that and introduce a whole new mechanic and a whole new like system, then sure.
Yeah.
But don't put all three in one card. Or don't put like a dual unit Luffy Law and then Luffy Kid. And then when you use their special, it's Luffy Law and Kid combined.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
I think it would be cool to have like a Kaido and Big Mom dual unit as like as a legend.
That would be kind of neat. I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
To an extent, yeah. But I think the one I want the most is Luffy v Kaido. I think that would be just
do that. Just make everyone happy.
awesome.
Luffy v Kaido, give him a fucking last stab ability that's broken. Give him like a crazy versus ability. Like make them like versus units are always fucking crazy. So keep up the trend. So make them crazy again. So
nah, but they don't want to give Kaido a second versus unit. That's why
they don't want to give anyone any versus units. Clearly,
like yeah, because people say, "Oh, I want Kaido versus unit," but like, bro, if Roger v Whitebeard wasn't a versus unit, I doubt they're gonna give Kaido another versus unit.
If they do Kaido as a versus unit, that'd be super fucking weird. I don't know. It'd just be really interesting for them to like choose not to make Roger versus Whitebeard, but make Luffy versus Kaido instead.
But I think we all have the same line of thinking in terms of what we think of what the theming of the anniversary is going to be like. We have a pretty good idea about that. It's just a matter of what they're actually going to do.
I mean, Yamato could get another legend. It's very plausible.
Maybe. Potentially.
Like, I mean, there's so many characters that have had opportunities to have legends. Like, I mean, King and Queen V2 could happen. Like,
that'll definitely happen at some point.
Like, there's just such a high possibility that all these characters get new legends. It's just a matter of like, who do you choose and at what point? Because obviously, I reckon it'll be 3 legends for Annie. Then there will be a Kizuna legend, a TM legend, a Pirate Rumble legend.
No, they won't do a TM legend because the Annie banner will be the TM banner.
Fuck you! Don't do that.
No, that's exactly what's going to happen. They do it every year.
So there's no boosters, but then TMs just
they'll have like those limited time special units that you do multis on like part 2, part 3. Yeah,
correct.
It'll be like that.
Yeah, look, I don't know. Like you can sit and speculate all you want, but I just think like it's gonna be Onigashima related because
I agree with the Kizuna legend. I think that's gonna happen.
There'll be Kizuna legend the same way they did Sabo Ace, and it will be another Ace unit or a Sabo unit, I reckon.
Ace versus Yamato.
Ace versus Sub. Just bring them over. Ace versus Yamato as a Kizuna legend would be fucking good. Like, that'd be so sick.
That'd be insane. Or even a dual unit of Ace and Yamato together. Oh, that'd be amazing.
I would also be open to something completely left field, like releasing like a random ass like Whitebeard or some shit like that, or like releasing random ass like Shanks legend, or like
they got to keep the Shanks legend for August.
That's true. I just think it would be really neat to have it be like something left field, like a random ass character. But then again, you kind of you lose out on the hype, and then I guess there's not many characters left that you can make absolutely broken. I suppose that you can justify. So a Luffy, a Kaido. That's about what I expect, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, final question. As per usual, we wouldn't end it without a question from our man Cody. Cswins.
Yes.
Hey guys, as always, thank you for the work that you do. Kind of curious for Flame/Night if anything would bring them back to OPTC. Flame.
Honestly, it would take a lot for me to come back. Like, I would really need to see like a lot of improvements, like game modes. I do like some of the UI changes and little stuff that they change, but it would really take a lot for them to get me to the game because I do like One Piece. I do like collecting the characters, talking about the game, obviously. But just playing it's a chore. Like, it literally took time out of my day. And shit.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that I would speak for Knight, like, because Knight's biggest concern was like the gambling addiction kind of issue.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that like for him to come back would be like completely like reducing that kind of factor. But I mean, it's a gacha game, so I don't think they ever really will. I suppose, which is
Yeah.
kind of sad. Next part of his paragraph. For all of you, what would you say is your favorite sporting event you've been at live? Personally, I went to an NFL game back in 2013 when my team came back to win with zero point 0.5 seconds left. The crowd went absolutely wild. Favorite sporting event you've been to?
Oh, I've been to heaps of AFL games, and
Mhm.
those have always been highlights. Plenty of different. I've been to AFL games for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love it. So there's been plenty of like opportunities to have crazy games during that period. But yeah, I love the AFL.
I don't think I've ever been to. I haven't been to many sporting events actually, but I think one of the coolest ones I went to was a baseball match in Japan with my school. We went on like a school trip. It was like the Yakult Swallows versus the Tokyo Giants.
Nice.
And then like they put us up on the big screen because like we were just some random ass like school that came in from overseas or whatever. So it was pretty neat. But I'd never watched baseball before, but it was pretty interesting and pretty cool to have that.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like, yeah. So that was a pretty cool experience.
That's pretty neat.
Flamo.
For me, I've been to a lot of baseball games. I don't like baseball anymore. I've never been to a football game. I've been to a couple of basketball games. Basketball is my favorite sport, but none of them were like a super like crazy event. It was just like regular games that my team flew in. And I just went to go see them because they were in New York. And it was, most of the time it was a blowout, but I'll just say one of my favorite games that I went to was I went to go see the Knicks play the Thunder on Christmas. That's
Ooh.
back when my favorite player, Kevin Durant, was on the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I went with my uncle, who's a big Knicks fan, so I just got to talk shit to him because how bad they are.
Hell yeah. Actually, I do remember. I do actually remember a good football moment that I went to. Like, so it was a game where it was the Carlton versus Richmond, and they have a pretty big rivalry in the AFL. And it was like the final quarter, and like the game had been going on for quite a while, and we didn't know when the quarter was going to finish. So my dad and I just decided to leave early. And as we're going down the escalators, we noticed that in one of the function rooms there was like a big TV, like playing the actual TV broadcast. And when you're actually at the ground, you don't know how long is left in the game. But on the TV broadcast, it tells you. So when we looked at the TV broadcast, we saw that there was like 4 minutes left. So we're like, okay, we'll just sit here for a bit and see what happens. And as we were like going down to each level of the escalator, we kicked another goal and then another goal and then another goal. And we actually came back from like 20 points down and we were like sitting next to another family that was also about to leave. And we were both going crazy because we actually ended up winning it. Yeah, so we weren't at our seats, but we were like going down the escalator, just like watching this TV, and we were going nuts.
That's sick.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Cool. That's a cool moment. Next part. What was your favorite? What was your first TV/movie crush growing up? Mine was the OG Pink Power Ranger. Interesting. It's a tough one.
First TV movie crush.
I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
Damn. Probably. I think the one that I remember, I think, would have probably been like Alexis from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I vibe that.
Yeah, little Totsuki was a fan.
Little Broseph. Flam's gonna say some crazy shit. Oh, if only Knight was here for this question, he would have said some fucking.
Yeah, he would have said
shit.
some stupid shit.
When I was younger, I used to like Nicole from Zoe 101.
Oh my god.
And as far as like a cartoon crush, I used to like, I think her name was Diane or Diana from Art and Mystery.
Damn, bro. Oh, this is a throwback. Bro, that's a throwback, man. All right, and as per usual, now for some food-related questions.
Here we go.
Best salad dressing. He says he's a Caesar salad dressing kind of guy.
I am also Caesar.
I'm a like if I had to have a salad dressing, I'm a more of a vinaigrette. I don't like the creamy kind of salads.
I like Italian dressing.
Nice. Best type of donut. He goes with OG glazed. I'm the same. I like a glazed donut.
I like chocolate jam.
Ooh.
Like chocolate coated donut with jam in the middle. Yes, sir.
I just like a basic donut with just chocolate frosting and sprinkles.
Nice. Best type of cookie. Damn, he brought back the donut and cookie thing without us fucking realizing this piece of
This
shit.
guy right here.
Fucker.
I only just clocked it. Okay, his favorite type of cookie, he put caramel choc chip for himself. I like the white chocolate macadamia for me.
Oh, like the ones from Subway.
Yeah, that's just busting.
Oh man, they are crazy good. I'm a big fan of chocolate, so I go with like a double choc chip. My favorite.
I like just like an OG baked, not like packaged, but like a baked chocolate chip cookie.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Top 3 pizza toppings for each of you. Cheese plus sauce are assumed. He'd have to go with pepperoni, onion, and bell peppers.
Good choices.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. Cheese and sauce is already assumed. So what would you put on it?
So extra.
Yeah.
I would put mushrooms as my number 1.
Yuck.
I love
Guys.
onions.
Yeah.
And yeah, a pepperoni is really good.
Nice.
I'm gonna say buffalo chicken.
Chicken.
2 pepperoni. Number 3, I don't normally get this, but the 2 that I just said are what I normally get.
What did you say?
So
You said
for
chicken and something else?
The first one I said was buffalo chicken.
Yep.
Okay.
The second one was pepperoni.
Yep.
And I was saying those are the 2 that I normally get. I usually don't get a different type. So for the third one, I'll just say bacon.
Bacon. Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah. Actually, I'd take that over onion for sure. Like ham or bacon.
Yeah, true. It's a hard one. I'm gonna go fucking crazy.
Don't you dare say it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
What am I gonna
Do not say the P word.
You already know
Don't
what we're
say it.
thinking.
No, I'm
Don't fucking say it.
I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go even fucking wilder than that, maybe. I'm gonna say pizza. I'm gonna say anchovies.
Ew.
Black olives.
No shot.
And then another type of cheese. So I'll add extra cheese, like some fucking like buffalo or some shit on it.
You're a big fan of the olives and anchovies, are you?
I don't know. I'm a fucking psychopath. I like anchovies on pizza. I don't like anchovies like as they are, but on pizza, busted.
Like I've had them accidentally. Like I've ordered it because I like getting a capriciosa pizza, but I don't usually get like olives or anchovies on mine. But sometimes they forget and they like put it on there. And like I've had it a couple times. It's not that bad, honestly.
It's just
but
salty.
It's just different. Yeah,
It's very salty. I like it.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm weird. I like it, I suppose.
My favorite type of guy put the olives on his fingers.
Oh my days. Now I can't even look at him ever again. Absolute worst food you've eaten. He said Vegemite. Tried it recently. Never again.
Absolute worst? Oh, dude, I don't even know.
Yeah, that's hard. I didn't. They're all blocked from my memory.
Right.
I don't know the worst food I've ever eaten, but I know the worst meal I've ever eaten.
Go for it.
Okay, so if my friend Junior ever hears this, I'm very sorry. So one day when I was in like I think 6th or 7th grade, I went to my friend Junior's house, and I think his mom just made like a basic spaghetti, just like so with like just like some type of sauce. I think it was like a packaged sauce though. Like they didn't make the sauce. I love spaghetti. That was the worst bowl of spaghetti I've ever ate in my entire life.
And you can't complain. You can't complain. You're at someone's house.
Literally, like we were all sitting at the table eating. I couldn't eat it. Like I had the bowl for like 2 hours, and I couldn't eat it.
This man wasn't allowed to leave.
Was disgusting.
Oh dear.
And I felt so bad.
That's all right.
You shouldn't feel bad. If people put up shit food, they deserve to hear it.
Yeah, let them know. I don't know, man.
I remember sometimes like I've been to like a like a service station or a gas station and
Oh,
getting some of the pastries in the
Yeah.
ovens there. Sometimes they can be pretty low
fucking
quality.
rank
Like it wasn't
sometimes,
me
man.
that actually had it, but I was with Dylan at the time, and he got like a meat pie from one of the
Oh,
from the heaters there,
that's
the
gonna be
ovens.
grot. That's gonna be so
And
grot.
the inside was not like the normal like gravy with meat that you typically
Oh,
expect. It was like a thick paste, and it was like solid, and it was like cold, and Dylan had to spit it out. He had like threw it out the window. So it was the worst thing he's ever eaten. And like me just looking at that,
Yeah,
like I could
that's not
feel how bad it was. It's like, yeah, no, I don't
That's
want
not
to
it.
experience that.
That's
Oh,
not
another
it.
one that was really funny. Like this is a really old story now, but one it was like how old was I? I was in like 10, 11 or 12, something
Yeah.
like that. And me and my friend and my sister were in the car, and parents were driving, and we went somewhere. I can't remember where. But at like the counter of this store that we went to, they had like chocolate frogs, or they had lollipops.
No.
And then me and my friend got the chocolate, and my sister got the lollipop. And then my friend said to my sister, "Hey, you should get the chocolate. It's really, really good." And my sister's like, "Nah, I'll get the lollipop." And anyway, we hopped in the car and we started eating it. And then as my sister took a bite of the lollipop, literally ants were coming out of the stick of the lollipop into the lollipop itself.
Oh my days.
Yeah, so there were like ants all over her hand and shit, and she had to like throw it out the window. And my friend's like, "I told you the chocolate
told
was
you."
better."
Oh,
Got him.
I
that was bad.
don't know about worst food I've ever eaten though. Like I can't think of anything like nothing comes to mind. I'm not really like there's things I dislike, but there's nothing that I'll sit there and be like, I'll never ever eat this again. Like I don't know. I'll probably just
Yeah,
go with
I don't typically eat even like on accident. I don't typically eat things that are like awful.
Yeah, exactly. I'll probably just agree with him. I don't like Vegemite either, so there you go.
Well, Vegemite is pretty shit, yeah.
Yeah. Best flavor of Doritos. He says sweet chili heat.
Never had that one.
That sounds fucking good.
There was a spicy one that came out recently here in
I
Australia that
remember.
was
Yeah.
really good. I really like that one. But
I don't know.
I mean, you gotta go with the classic.
classic one's great.
Classic Doritos always pog.
Yeah, the red or blue bag, those are goated. Can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, red bag, let's go.
And final food question. And what is one food you'll never eat again? Had a stomach bug that hit no longer after downing 2 Donairs. The smell alone is enough to make me gag now.
Really?
Damn, that's a shame. Donairs are fucking good. Dude.
I've never had an experience where because I know that like plenty of people I know have had an experience with a type of food and then they just never eat it again.
Yeah.
Like even like with Dylan, he loves he used to like what's it called? Nando's, right?
Right.
And he had food poisoning. I think he said he had it twice. He had food poisoning both times. He had Nando's. He said never
Jesus.
again.
Yeah.
And I know like Carissa, like last year had Taco Bell, and she used to love getting Taco Bell. And then one time she got sick. She got food poisoning from it. Never ate it since.
Right.
But like personally, I've got sick from certain fast food joints before. Like I got sick from KFC before, but that doesn't stop me from going to KFC.
Yeah,
like it doesn't really stop me. Like I'm
the
still gonna
same
go
thing.
eat it. Yeah.
I had pho once, like pho.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Vietnamese noodle dish.
Yep.
And I remember I was at uni when I had this too. I was eating it, and I immediately felt like I was just gonna vomit straight away. So I sprinted and vomited, and then like I didn't eat pho for like at least from that shop ever again. But then, like one time we just went out to get pho, and I ate it, and I was like, yeah, it's pretty good still. Like I was like, yeah, it's pretty lit. I think I just had like a really bad batch of pho. Like that was about it, more or less.
That's grim.
Yeah, for me, you guys know
Five Guys. Yeah.
I was younger. It's my first time I ever went to Five Guys. I don't think I got food poisoning or got sick from the food. I think I was already kind of sick going into it.
Yeah.
But I went sick and I ended up.
So after eating it, you just fucking felt like shit.
Yeah. But I never figured out if it was because I was sick or if it was the food. But I'd rather not. What you want to find out?
That's always the hard part though. When you eat food, it's like, and you get sick. It's like, was it food poisoning? Was I just getting sick? Like, what's the sitch in that kind of state?
That's me, because I just recently started eating sushi like the last couple of weeks, and like first couple times I ate it, I'm like, yo, I feel kind of hot.
Yeah. That's the
Oh,
worst
what's
feeling when you
going
start
on?
when you start sweating up. You're like, oh no, like your bowel movements start going kind of crazy. You're like, oh shit, man.
I was getting like a headache and shit. I'm like, what
Yeah,
the fuck's going on?
Yeah. There we go. Thanks as always, gents. Hope you enjoyed / do enjoy the food tier list. If you want another iterations done in the future, please let me know. I have a number of specific options that are easily made. Yeah, that's right. We did receive our food tier list, and we'll be doing that. I think our plan will be that we're doing it in the next episode for the start of the ep, and then we'll have that'll be the podcast, and then there'll also be maybe a little bit at the end. And then it'll come out as its own video as well. But we haven't really decided yet what the goes with that. Much love, your boy Cody in Canada. Thank you, Cody, once again.
Thank you, Cody.
That wraps us up.
Thank you, Codester.
That wraps us up for another episode of Good Great Perfect Podcast, episode 64. As per usual, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you go down there, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the join button if you want to help us out financially too. By no means are we forcing you to do so, but it would be greatly appreciated. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you go to the description, go to our Linktree link. That is linktr.ee/GoodGreatPerfect. You can find all of our social media platforms there. That being on Twitter at GGP Podcast. You can find us on anchor.fm/GoodGreatPerfect and on all the major major podcasting platforms, that being Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts as well. Whilst you're also down there, make sure you go to our own social media links, Flamevius, Toadski, at NightmareJP, and myself, Captain Poppy. Get us to 2,500 subs. We're on the track. We're almost there, so make sure it happens. We would greatly appreciate it. But with that being said, I've been Captain Poppy, Flame, and Todd. Thank you all for listening to another episode. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.
Goodbye.
Bye.